condition.
Right.
Like when you're wounded 2, you don't have 2 wounded conditions. You just have wounded 2.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think we're talking about the same thing, just in a different way.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it would reduce the condition by 1 step, right? So if he was
No,
wounded
it
2,
it would
remove
completely-
the condition.
remove it completely. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
All right. Let's see.
So I think that from what I remember from the last time that we played, we'd all gained, we're 10th level now, I think, right?
Yeah, that
Or level
seems
10?
right.
Something like that. We gained like 10,000
right.
XP.
Yeah, 15,000 gold, I think.
Yeah.
It was one or the other.
No,
Yeah.
it's 20,000.
20,000.
So we should just raffle
I'm
stomp
gonna-
the whole
I'm-
village and take
I'm
their
gonna
stuff.
grab a drink real quick. I'll be right back.
Just
Ryan,
pull the Plaguestone up
you
out of the
totally got Zuzu with that.
I asked Whitney, and she gives me this look of like, "Are you seriously asking this question, Zeus?"
Oh man, that's awesome.
I wasn't even trying to get her. Like
I
that's
know.
the thing is, I thought I was clearly making a joke, but whatever.
What is it? I missed it.
I got trolled, and it was an unintentional troll.
Those
Wasn't
are the
even.
best kind.
What?
This is
Like,
true.
what was the troll? Did I miss
He
it?
So-
turned to me
Then we
and
got
asked if
10,000
we got
experience.
20,000 gold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, wait, I must have missed
She's like,
something.
we did? I didn't write that down.
And Whitney did not say a single word. All of her non-verbals were, "Come on, Zeus." Really. It was pretty perfect. I still kept staring at her like, "Did we?" And
Like
she
she's
didn't
got
say a
catch
single
on.
word.
Someone's gonna say something.
And this is why I didn't say in voice chat, because I was like, maybe I'm wrong, so I'll just ask amongst my party members.
Never trust your party members.
My party members surely won't troll me.
Yeah,
We would never.
so out of character.
Would not dream of it.
So, previously on the fall of Plaguestone, our brave group of fresh-faced adventurers had signed on to a caravan heading from the capital of Iskar down to Andoran, the capital of which is Almas, where this caravan was en route to. It had been a mostly uneventful journey until you were 1 day or so's travel outside of the town of Etrin's Folly, known by most as Plaguestone, where you were attacked by several starving wolves, led by an alpha wolf that had been somehow transformed or mutated via alchemy into an acidic monster. You were able to defeat the wolves and then escort the caravan into town, where you found a half-deserted ruin of a town ravaged by plague. Despite this, you were able to spend a nice evening drinking and eating with your boss, Bort. After a bit of a brawl, Bort died from what seems to be poison, and now we join all of you standing outside with the sheriff.
Oh yeah.
So, the sheriff has gathered everyone outside of the feed mill. He has asked that you all kind of line up along the side in separate groups. Several of his deputies have come as well to control the crowds, and he has come over to you all and said, "So, you boys was closest to him when old Bort went down. In your own words, why don't you tell me what happened?"
Well, he was in the middle of telling us a story about when he was a sailor on the lake, and he started coughing, and well, it seemed like he was just a coughing, but it kept going, then it kept going, and he didn't get to finish his story, which I'm a bit peeved about. But then he just rolled over and croaked.
I had ordered quite a few quite a few entrees and snacks and things from the tavern. Kept going on and on about the turnips, and he seemed to have choked on his food, but I don't believe that's the case. And I'm going to turn to our cleric, who I think had succeeded a heal check to identify that he had like swelling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I want
Hazelcash.
to. Go ahead.
I was going to say you saw that even though it looked like he was choking, it was his throat had swollen shut.
Yes, I want to inspect him and help him if he were choking, but in fact his throat had just swollen shut. There was nothing I could do.
Sheriff Garley says, you're going to have to forgive me. I don't speak lizard.
Ooh.
She just blinks with no expression or apparent response to him.
He got a bit of the old bad drop in his soup, I think.
Which was she speaking common?
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
okay. Oh, ma'am. Okay.
I just have a hard time understanding you with the snout and all.
She still has no response. It's just the
I
dead
think
hand
she's saying that
staring
he
at
was
him.
poisoned.
What do I roll to see if he's being an asshole?
I think that's a secret check. Hang on, let me see.
Okay.
He's great. You love him.
Oh, nice.
You've got to work on that
Well,
detection.
it can be quite difficult to tell sometimes. It's that slithery tongue. It hit the S's quite hard.
Just smile and nod. That's all I do. He says, poison, huh? Well,
Which-
who the hell would want to poison old Bort?
I don't know, but outside of town with the caravan, we ran into some wolves. They've been, well, experimented on, been made a bit more vicious. They're spitting acid.
Yeah, some form of
Shit like
alchemical
that.
process.
So you got
only
poison,
one.
and you got alchemy.
He holds up his hand and says, whoa, you're all using a lot of big words, and I try to avoid that when possible.
I think, I don't know about you, but I think all this might be connected, maybe, just a little. I don't know what the connection is, but you got two alchemy things in one place, which probably not a lot of alchemists out here, a little thin on the ground, maybe in the woods somewhere, I don't know. But doesn't seem like a coincidence.
Maybe he doesn't know what alchemy means.
I think he knows what alchemy means.
Of course I know what alchemy means. Everyone knows what alchemy means. But just so we're on the same page, why don't you tell me what you think it is?
I knew.
Right.
It's to do with fluids.
All right.
To do
Let me
with fluids.
Poison is done by alchemy.
He takes out a notebook, licks his finger, and starts writing.
Those are just stick figures, mate.
It's a code. Don't you worry about that now.
Well,
proceed.
The way I'm thinking is the wolves, what had something done to them, made them all spitty and acidy. And then this also happens to that same man. Poison. Probably not a lot of poison people around here. I don't know. It's a weird town. Plaguestone right over there. Anyway, I think they're connected.
Oh, do you think maybe the wolves were sent to kill him?
I think somebody wants the man dead, and Plan A didn't work. So they got in touch with their pals over in there somewhere, and made something happen. There was some shady fellow, not to go pointing fingers, but I'm going to go point a finger. Some shady prick in there giving the goblin some lip, and I don't know. He seemed a little rough around the edges.
Wait, step. Who's this fella? What are you talking about?
He was some asshole.
What did he look like?
He was bald.
An asshole.
The bold.
Bald.
Bald asshole. Yay high.
He was a bull.
Dressed in black.
Bald, shaved head.
I'm sorry, I don't speak Dwarven. Does anyone here speak Common? He's really sticking close to Victor since you're a human and he identifies with you.
All right, let me take a try at this. He was perfectly bald.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, all right, there you go. Now you're speaking my language.
Yes, this is my human impression.
Hello, I need to take out a loan.
Are there
Do you by
any
chance
Panera
have
breads?
I'm
near-
so tall. I
Or
can
perhaps
see
some
over
RC
everything.
cola.
He says,
yeah.
that would be Halid. Halid is well, I wouldn't call him a friendly fella, although I've never known him to kill anyone, and if this was poison like you suggest, I feel that may be a bit, how do I say it, above his capabilities.
Well,
I'm not saying that he made it.
would he do such things for money?
Well,
I mean, I'd do it for money if it was good.
all right, well, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that since you're the only human here, and
All right, high five.
Since you're the only human here.
human power. He says, all right, y'all here, y'all sit tight. Deputy Lawrence will keep an eye on y'all. I'm gonna go and speak with the other customers, and y'all don't go nowhere. And he goes walking around the corner.
I think there's something wrong with that man.
Maybe he
Acts
didn't
like
get
he'd
his
been kicked in
tie
the
that
head
he
by a
wanted.
horse.
Victor, I'm not super familiar, but were you being sarcastic when you said that you would also kill Bort for money? Because that might
not
change
Bort.
our dynamic a bit.
Not bored.
I mean, technically.
I mean, if I didn't know Bort, then yeah, in a heartbeat for like 2
Yeah.
silver.
Yeah.
God, I would say price a bit higher than that. I mean,
Yeah, so, what would be your price then, do you think?
I don't know, 150 maybe.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
You see his monkey tail just scribble down a note in the margins.
Daldrick looks over and just somehow resignedly decides that the lizard folk is probably the one he's got the most in common with at the moment.
He just looks down at you like, peculiar.
Yeah. Porkins, stay away from those two. I think that they might not be quite our sort after all.
Like Borkins can see anyone.
No, Porkins is blind.
So, do you think I'm onto something? I think these things got to be connected. There's got to be some crazy alchemist out here that has got a chip on his shoulder for old Bort, or at least Bort's caravan.
But before you mentioned it, I hadn't really put them together, but now it does seem a little too coincidental that the two things happened to him.
Huck sounds like an old Jewish man.
Smoked a lot.
I mean,
that guy Bort was a schmuck, I tell you.
I can vote. But yeah, I'm thinking that somebody want him dead, and I know that old bald boy was in there talking with the owner, and seemed to be getting along with them, and so I'm thinking that she's got something to do with it. She knew what he was going to eat. She has the opportunity.
Well, she did. She is the one that delivered the what we assume must have been the poisoned turnip dishes. But
none of us have died yet.
Well, I can't say for certain whether or not she knew what was going to happen. Could be that
true, but it is her establishment.
But we also don't know whether or not he was poisoned by the turnips. It could have been earlier.
That's
Well.
true.
It certainly seemed to be the turnips.
Seemed to set on really quick once he'd been eaten.
They might not have been. It might not have been a personal grudge against Borid. It could have just been somebody that wanted to slow down our caravan for some reason. The last time
Could be.
those wolves
What are we-
attacked.
What is he carrying? Do we
That's a
know?
good question. I wonder if he's got something important in there.
Daldrick ought to know you do work for him.
I do work for him, but we didn't exactly go over a list of the inventory. I'm a relatively fresh hire.
Well,
I was only
Yeah.
hired to guard the camp, not the.
another question might be who's gonna gain from him falling over like that?
Somebody that will want to control his caravan.
The
Somebody
turnips,
that doesn't want
they won't be eaten.
Do
It's
we
a
all
little
just
late
kind
for
of
that.
turn a cheek?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe the motivations of turnips are pretty low on the list.
You see, Tinkerella has like a turnip strapped to like a little turnip chair with a light dangling above it. Like, where were you? This son of a bitch knows something.
Barring some abnormally aggressive turnips, I'm thinking it's got to be somebody that's got an interest in keeping Plaguestone under, or somebody that wants to own his caravan.
Well, does he have a second in command that might
That
take over?
woman that was riding the other
Aye.
caravan. Maybe we should speak with her. Maybe she'd have
Yes.
some more information. Not that we should like leave right now, obviously, officer. We're not going to do that.
He's gone, isn't he?
Lawrence is still there.
Well, yeah, there's a deputy watching.
Oh, okay.
But
Can he overhear us at all?
no, he is
Oh.
just
We're
kind
not,
of
we're
leaning
not
against the
speaking
wall.
human.
Uh,
We're speaking outsider.
Lawrence is leaning against the wall with one finger like up to the first knuckle in his nose, just staring off.
It's the Dolan of this region.
Careful there,
Oh,
son. You're gonna
no.
forget how to do math.
You do hear from around the corner where the other caravan workers are, like a general like "Whoa!" like groan or cry. Quickly silenced. You hear Tamley, the second in command, sort of shouting them down. And then a few moments later, Rolf comes back around the corner, looking a little annoyed, and comes over and says, "Well, I just told them, and I'll tell you all the same. Ain't nobody coming forward or having enough information for a quick ending to this situation. We ain't got no jail, and there ain't no clear suspect. So I'm going to have to turn this investigation over to Lord Judge Mubbage Cranberry when he gets back into town. He ain't due for a month, so y'all going to have to stay here until then."
A month?
That's okay. I can probably make some pretty good money.
Yeah, half these houses aren't owned. Maybe we can just shack up.
Well, my previous employer just expired, so I guess I'll be foraging for my own food and that in the meantime. Well, I suppose I can't do that if I'm under limited arrest.
I don't suppose that your little department here might want a little assistance in resolving this case.
Assistance from 5 suspects?
Well, you just said there was no suspects, so...
Everyone's a suspect, you little shit. Don't get mouthy with me, you green-skinned fuck.
Yeah, don't you get mouthy with him, you green-skinned fuck!
Hey, you fuck!
I think the goblin did it!
We're turning on each other!
Roll for initiative.
Every man for himself!
I don't even know this guy.
I'm trying to get on his good side.
No, he says, yeah, there are suspects in so much as everyone is a suspect, but no one, he sort of is holding his hands up like side by side. Ain't no one at a higher level of suspectitiousness. Look, fellas, I gotta say that I find it is very unlikely that you boys did it, as you just joined up. And as far as I can tell, talking with them other fellas over there, y'all ain't been part of the caravan but for a couple days, except this dwarf fellow who's only been there like a couple weeks. So I find it hard to believe that any of y'all, unless you are serial killer, psycho murderers, are just poisoning folk for no
Yep,
reason.
definitely not that.
Hides his collection of human ears.
No, they're not human.
I'm not a monster. They're all elves.
Yeah.
He says, well, I'll level with you. I may be in a bit over my head.
I agree.
Now, it's not something I would normally say, but a man has to be aware of his limitations. And my limitations are,
Language.
many and varied, and include this one. So, you all seem to be some capable fellas, and I was wondering if you might be willing to be deputized as a special investigatory unit.
Me first.
Sign me up.
I want to be
My
first.
No, it was my idea.
BP?
He
Little
says, all right, calm down. We only got one spare badge. Y'all have to share.
I'm the boss.
We'll all have to share.
What does this pay now?
We're gonna.
Oh, well, it pays you not having to stay in town for a month till Lord Judge Cranberry comes into town.
Fabulous.
Well.
Sounds great.
I was just in the market for that.
He
Obviously,
pulls
we
out
can make any spot finds we want, right?
what?
What?
Obviously, we can make any spot finds we want, right?
I heard
Absolutely not.
Damn it.
That is
New armor's not going to pay for
do
itself.
not do that. If you do that, we will have to have some discussion.
All right.
He says, all right, now hold on here. And he sort of roots around in his pocket and pulls out one sort of faded, dinged up turnip badge and hands it over.
Oh gosh, they are turnips.
Can I wear it? It matches my outfit.
And he says, all right, well, I will leave it at your discretion how best to proceed, but don't do anything foolish like, for example, these spot finds, because that ain't happening.
We'll keep them in line, Sheriff.
Well, thank you, Deputy Stone Gut.
No problem. Yeah, I think Tinkerella probably needs the most help convincing people of authority. So maybe she should wear the badge.
I just always see Tinkerella in the back,
that.
like chasing butterflies or something while you're all.
Yeah.
We'll just steer her in the right direction. With
He
my
says,
helmet.
all right, well, would you all, how do you want to proceed, special investigatory team?
I think it would be a good idea to talk with the rest of the caravan crew and see if old Bort here had any enemies.
Probably wise. We've got a selection of suspects. We know who benefited from it. We know there's that shady
Bald
fella.
bitch from the bar.
Yes, the bald bar bitch. There is the
I think he has a name.
tavern owner. I don't
You're talking
remember
about
his name.
Trini?
He was an asshole. He doesn't get a name.
Oh,
No,
Howard.
No, yeah. Howard. Who else could it have been? I guess he got in that bar scrap, so it's possible that some farmer might have done something about it, but I doubt it.
Turnips.
Quite a few suspects on this case. And I pull out a pair of sunglasses. Looks like we're gonna have to get down and dirty.
No, that's not even a good pun.
I thought the music came in and I was pressured, and then I couldn't think of a good pun in time.
Swed. All right. The sheriff goes and makes sure everyone knows to stay in town, and then heads off, leaving you all to your own decisions.
Very well.
All right.
I think that
Gents,
went
where do
quite
we
well.
start?
So I'm not an expert of like human legal practices, and I didn't want to say anything, but isn't this like a glaring conflict of interest?
Yeah, probably.
To have us investigating the crime that we're accused of.
I mean,
see
we're the
something
least
wrong?
suspicious of many suspicious peoples.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, have you
Gotta
looked
work
at,
with
have you
what you
looked at
got.
us? I don't. And we're also the only people in town that apparently have alchemical knowledge.
No, it's
Well-
perfectly normal for humans to shove their duties onto complete strangers when people's lives are at risk.
I'm okay
I'll
with
agree
it.
with that.
All right, yeah, that's pretty goblin. I get that.
Yep.
I take no
Responsibility.
responsibility.
Yep. Not of strong suit.
Well, I suppose that all makes sense, but I think it also we're also in the unique situation of having a very strong motive to get to the bottom of this case, so that we might all be allowed to go on our way and continue.
And maybe we'll get to rough some people up in the process.
I think it's probably likely, judging from the look of that Howard fella.
The sheriff pokes his head from around a hitherto unseen corner and says, "No
Non-lethally.
roughing anybody up!" and disappears.
This man is bound and determined to make this miserable for me.
Victor,
Well,
we might have to have a
Lead on,
talk later.
human.
What?
Well, it doesn't count as roughing them up if they die, so I think that
Yeah,
counts.
it counts as murder,
That's
which I'm
fine.
also kind of okay with if they're going to be a pain in the ass.
I
I
Up
don't
until
know
that
if
point.
I reach
don't
out
know
a
if-
fist to fist bump you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you all are up on current events, but we are embroiled in a murder investigation. Here, it seems that perhaps that's not the best way to resolve it.
Yeah, I think
Don't act like
talking.
you've never killed anybody.
Who
Have you
should we
seen me
investigate
try?
that?
It was interesting.
I'm not
Well,
very good at it.
I say we go speak with Tamley and see what she's got to say, and then go hunt down Halid and make him uncomfortable for a little bit.
I think that's wise.
Mhm.
We should also speak to, what is the name of the second in command?
Head Tamley.
Oh, that's Tamlin.
Oh, what the bar owner? What's the name of the bar?
yeah.
I wonder if it wouldn't serve us to not tell the people in the caravan that we've been deputized and just sort of approach
Yeah,
from
maybe hide
a
that
curious perspective.
We'll,
Oh, I don't
pull
think
that out.
lying is very good.
It's not lying so much as omitting truths.
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
omit
It's a
truth,
lie
it's
of omission.
still lying.
It's the best kind of lie.
Well,
Makes you feel less icky.
Listen,
I don't know.
just speak straight for a change. You don't have to. The only thing that's going to get us out of this is following the way of the law and figuring out what really happened. We don't want to muck the waters up with more lies and subterfuge.
hmm
but we also
Mm.
don't want to spook anybody who thinks we are the law.
I don't think they'll really catch on. And she kind of looks at all of us.
Officers lie all the time, man.
Just because they lie all the time doesn't mean you got to.
Well, I'm not one for lying,
all right.
generally speaking.
We'll
Perhaps
put the lying on the back burner until it becomes necessary.
Yay!
Pretty sure you gotta lie out of the gate if you want to use that tool.
very well. We'll put Huck and Victor in charge of the lying.
Yeah,
Oh.
good cop, bad cops.
Yes, good cop, bad cop. I've heard of this. Why am I getting like a weird Eastern European plant to it?
Earlier, Tanner's character was devolving into the blue orb from Portal 2.
I'm trying to keep with the Cockney.
It was great. The cadence was perfect.
All right, Borkins, myself, and Alzakesh, whatever Hell's the
No,
cash. And
I think-
Tinkerella will be the good cops. Huck and Victor be the bad cops.
I think Borkins probably needs to be a amoral arbitrator.
Yeah, Borkins is definitely a bad cop.
Okay. Borkins, you be the bad cop.
Borkins just like rolls over on his back for a belly rub.
That's a good point.
Oh, good bad cop. Good bad cop.
So submissive.
All right. Well, let's
Okay.
go hunt down Tamley. And,
We're
See.
not hunting down. We're just gonna go talk to her.
Hunt her down to talk to her.
hunt her down as a euphemism, not literally hunt her down.
A
Oh.
euphemism.
Daldric leaves. I'm going off to find Tamley.
You don't have to go very far. The caravan has all pretty much gathered around on the eastern side of the feed mill here, around their wagons and stuff. As you're coming around the corner, you can see that the people, the teamsters, are all sort of sitting around some fires, passing around bottles of wine, talking about Bort. A lot of them are crying or, holding back tears. Everyone seems to be very emotional. Bort was a very popular person with these employees.
Do we overhear anything of note? Like amongst the
Uh,
people talking to themselves?
They're talking to each other. They're telling, oh, I remember when Bort found me and I was drunk and in debt and he gave me another chance. Another one saying, I remember when Bort paid out of his own pocket for, this medicine I needed. Just generally talking about when he has helped them out.
Is there anyone here who looks less emotional or even is missing that was with the caravan earlier?
Is there anybody
Uh,
here like holding a bunch of like radishes and just like cackling mad?
Perhaps a small bottle of black liquid.
Yeah, like a bottle with a skull and crossbones on it, and also like turnips in the other hand.
What is
Perhaps with the creator's address and phone number.
what's your perception bonus, Hazelcast?
7.
7?
Yes.
Taking a moment and kind of looking over the group, you don't spot anyone. You don't notice anyone missing, who was part of the caravan originally. And everyone, not necessarily everyone is just like openly crying or teary-eyed, but everyone seems at least grim and sort of staring into the fire.
Well, as the one who is has the most seniority with the group, I'll trot forward with Borkins first, and enter into the ring of folk just kind of exchanging stories, and see if I can find Tamley. Tamil is a different thing. Tamil, I think, is a language.
All right. Let's see. Tamley is very prominently poised, with a bottle of wine in her hand, and as you approach, you say, "Oh, hey there, Stone Gut. Come to share in our misery."
I'm a bit. I saw everything that happened. I can't believe it. I guess I'm out of a job again. In addition to a great companion, looking around here, it seems that everyone really admired Bort quite a bit.
Tamley says, "Don't be ridiculous. We'll keep you on, at least till we get to Almas."
Aye, well, perhaps that's the best thing for everyone right now. Temley, what happened there? Do you know what's going on? Did Bort have some sort of enemies or something that could have caused something like this?
She is quickly checking to be certain what information she knows.
Sure. She's drinking wine, so she's probably a little muddled and flustered and yeah.
She says, Port was well liked by everyone. Sometimes he maybe did a few things on the side, but nothing that anyone would kill him over.
I suppose it's not impossible that one would cut a few corners here and there, being a caravan driver, but no one can doubt that Bort was a good dwarf. He gave me this job just so that I could flee Lake Carton and the surrounding area, get out of there while the getting was good, or at least not terribly bad. Do you know that, as far as we can tell, it seemed like he'd been poisoned?
Yeah, that's the rumor going around. Must be some kind of poison to be able to bring down a man like Bort.
Hey, I was thinking the same thing. I don't know much about alchemy or anything of the like, nor does the local sheriff. If I've been able to understand if he can be relied upon. I think this is a bit out of his depth. Did you happen to know if he had some sort of dealings planned or something going on in town that might have warranted folk taking an interest in getting rid of him? Something like that?
She says, well, Bort, he played things pretty close to the chest. I guess he might have something in his books.
His books? Would you mind if I took a look at them?
What is your diplomacy?
Very high. It's very, very high. Let's see here. Diplomacy -1.
All right.
Would you mind if I take a look at them?
Show me the fucking books.
Give me the books. I'm the
Where
bad
are the
cop.
fucking books? I'll tear your fucking face. She says, all right, I'll show you the books, but look, Bort was a good man. Maybe he occasionally did some things that he didn't want known to the public, and I would appreciate it if you can keep anything you find in there that might be problematic between us.
Certainly, I've no desire to sully his name.
Which is true, but I do think that Daldric being a lawful character would not be super keen on that sort of thing exactly.
Well, it would probably depend on what information you would uncover.
Yeah.
Like if he's trafficking children.
Yeah,
maybe
that'd be a no-go. Well,
Yeah, we draw the
depending on
line
the
at that.
species of children. I mean, goblins,
Whoa.
you know.
Goblins aren't people, though.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, no,
that's
yeah,
fair.
that's fine. She says, all right, hang on. She goes to her wagon and digs around, pulls out some keys, and says, all right, come with me.
All right.
Would Bort have had a set of these that maybe you should reclaim before somebody else, like, I don't know.
Where the hell did the goblin come from?
I know. Out of the
Sneaky
fucking
little
blue.
bugger, where have you been?
She looks down and says, No, these are the only pair. After the incident 2 years ago, Bortoys left his keys with me when he was going drinking.
Smart move.
Had a few too many, eh?
More than a few. Anyway, she leads you over to his wagon, unlocks it, and pulls the small door back so that you can get in while keeping like her body sort of around so that no one else could like rush in or anything.
Right.
Right.
I'm sorry, I thought we all followed him as he went walking off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tomley, the sheriff has deputized me and a few of the other.
She slams the door in your face. What?
What I was saying, Tomley, is that the sheriff has deputized me and a few of the others.
All right. So wait, is she talking to me or was she talking to Huck?
When you told her that you were deputized?
Oh. Well.
And then she smiles and says, "Sorry. No, that's good. I know that I couldn't get to the bottom of this, and Rolf is definitely too stupid to figure this out.
Stupid Rolf.
But if you and your friends can figure out what happened to Bort, who killed him and why, and get justice for him, that would mean a lot to me and all of the Teamsters."
While exercising discretion, of course.
Yes, well, I can't agree more. That Rolf fellow he spelled alchemy with a K, which I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
It's like magic with a K, it's more fancy.
No, but you put the K at the front.
That's the Talbot.
Alchemy.
Yeah.
I don't think he knows his letters good.
Would you mind if I shared what I can find here with Victor and Helzikesh and Tinkerella and maybe, just maybe, perhaps that goblin fella?
Well, you can tell the goblin, but maybe not the gnome. I don't know if she's all there.
That's really mean.
Oh, that's all of it.
I hope you stick to that voice. That was
What?
awesome.
Where are you, you little bucker? I've got way too many very small, sneaky companions following in and dropping hints in my conversation.
Small, sneaky companions.
Yeah, for Victor, we're all.
You're not
I
very
don't know how big
tall
Lizard
yourself.
Lizard folk are pretty big.
Yeah.
Helzikesh is 6'6".
Jesus.
Yeah, so we're the same
She's
height.
average for lizard.
Oh, she's fucking jacked.
I also think that female lizards are bigger than males.
Oh, I
Or
believe it.
Well,
I
they
might-
grow continually.
I might be thinking of the Vesk from Starfighter.
Hmm.
Anyway,
I don't know.
yeah, they never stop growing,
Hmm.
like crocodiles.
Mhm.
Nope.
They grow to the size of their environment.
Oh, great.
No, they just keep going.
Really? No, someone said they. What's the one who put their crocodile? Maybe it was an alligator. Someone put a reptilian in that was a crocodile or an alligator into a bathtub and it stayed the same size.
Oh, yes, that is a friend of mine. I was talking about lizard folk.
Oh, okay.
Wait, a friend of yours put an alligator in a bathtub?
Yeah, she has
For a
pet
long enough
alligator.
period?
No, she keeps it in the bathtub.
So she just has a spare bathtub. That's just
Yes.
No, you just
100%.
bathe
No,
with
the
the
alligator has a
Al-
bathtub.
Always the alligator bathtub.
whatever body of water the alligator's in belongs to the alligator.
This is
Good
true.
Lord.
But no, he stays small so she can carry him, and he's pet-sized.
Okay.
Tamley opens up the door to let you into the wagon,
Okay.
and
go
all of you can enter the wagons. not
Uh-huh.
just,
I don't.
All right.
I guess we all can fit.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure if all you could technically
What's
fit,
the
but
pointy end of?
I'll it's
I'll just set this outside.
Yeah.
it's like the TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside.
Mm-hmm. I'll leave Borkins outside.
Right,
Uh,
Organs. Will you watch my habit, please? Right, that's a binding agreement.
Inside Bort's wagon, you see lots of knickknacks and keepsakes, a bottle with a tiny skull floating in oil, a taxidermied dragon whelp, a mummified owlbear paw, a shining crystal that holds the illusionary image of a mountain peak inside and all sorts of other little odds and ends.
This is the
Quite the
coolest
little
thing
collector,
ever.
wasn't it?
Hmm.
Guys, this looks kind of alchemical.
You think he killed himself? But
Probably.
I
Definitely.
mean, he did love turnips.
Perhaps
He's actually the best practical joker ever, and he just killed himself to lock down the town for a month, Tinkerella. I think you cracked the case. All right, kids, back to the constable.
That was easy.
perhaps we could iterate just a little bit further before we go taking this theory to the constable.
I look around and see if there is a ledger for inventory of what he has.
I am
So-
mesmerized with everything.
There is a small bed back here that he would sleep in, and above it, strapped to a rack, are several ledgers.
Okay. I will poke through the one that looks most recently opened.
They are. You are able to find one that isn't completely filled cover to cover, and it's very thick, and the print is very tiny. It will take either a society check or if you have a lore skill that is applicable.
I have lore academia.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that would work.
It's probably not goblin
mercantile.
lore.
No, that one probably won't. It will take, though, looking at the size of this book, it will take Huck about 4 hours to sort of go through and look for any useful
So
information.
I'm not trying to go through the whole thing. I'm mostly gonna. Well, I guess it depends on how much random odds and ends are in the wagon, because kind of my thought was seeing if there's anything missing that he didn't record getting rid of.
Well, these aren't. It's not like the information of the stuff in his wagon. It's like what the caravan's been carrying.
So it's
Ew.
a big list of
Okay.
stuff.
I will look at the most recent entries then. About
How funny would it have been though if he just sat down and he just wrote down, kept a recorded list of all of the things in his own wagon, all of his personal
For
possessions.
insurance purposes.
Well, if
Paranoid.
if he's buying and selling this stuff, then I could totally see that happening out of his
No,
own private
this
collection.
is his personal stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
his
think
bedroom.
Helzakash, seeing this giant tomb, and all these number of ledgers, she will look at Tamley and be like, perhaps we could take the one he's selected for the night, that he could read through it more thoroughly.
She looks at the ledger and says, "Yeah, all right. Just bring it back when you're done. We'll need that if we're gonna make it to Almas."
Thanks for being so cooperative. This is awesome.
We'll return it by morning.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
I think Victor is going to kind of poke around for hidden compartments or anything like that where he might have, stashed some things that might not be quite on the level, like a smuggler's type compartment.
Okay. What is your perception bonus?
My perception bonus is 6.
So, sort of poking around, looking for things, you do find a loose floorboard, and you're able to sort of pop it up and see that there is a little hidden compartment there, although it is empty currently.
Ah, well, looks like he has been carrying some things, but bone dry right now.
You
Could
would
be that
also
one of
know, for traders who go through places like Isker or Cheliax, it is not unusual to have hidden compartments.
Fair enough. Maybe he
course.
did have something in here, and while we were in the bar, he dispensed with it. I don't know. Anyway,
Tomley, has anyone else, has this wagon been under watch while we've been here in town, or has it been left unattended?
She says, well, we always keep a few of the boys around to make sure nothing walks off the wagons. I don't think they would pay a whole lot of attention to the bosses, but it's locked up tight and I've got the only keys.
So, okay, sorry. Was something missing, or there's nothing in there?
There's nothing in there, but it's a space where something could be.
Hidden
Right,
away.
but
You
you
know,
don't
hidden.
know if there was something there
Yeah.
before. You just know that
Gotcha.
there's a smuggling
There's not like a
compartment that's-
perfect imprint of a.
Right. Get a pencil and rub it on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I whip out that black light that I bought for 4.
Oh
Yeah.
no, don't. Put it away. Put
Oh,
it
no.
away.
There's the bedroom.
Yeah, I think he just kind of let fly and
Everything
You dirty
lights up.
bastard!
Oh,
Oh gosh.
smells like pineapple.
Oh, no.
I wonder if Bort had something had something stolen. Perhaps that's one of the. Perhaps this was a distraction, so that they could
Could
get
be.
in here and get whatever it was that was so valuable. He'd kept it.
Tamley, has anybody been snooping around the wagons or anything like that? Or anybody not had their eyes on this wagon? I mean, it was locked whenever we came by, but
Like I said, we have some boys around. They didn't mention
Pretty much all
anything, and I
the
figured they would have.
all right,
Yeah,
all right.
I mean, they're not exactly eagle-eyed people. They were probably smoking some pesh around the back of one of the wagons, but
Who hasn't done that?
Yeah.
right, yeah, you get it. I mean, you're cool, right?
Right.
I know you guys are
Yeah,
cops.
totally.
Like,
Yeah. Like the cool ones.
I'm not cool. You're both under arrest.
Damn. Wait, special eagle?
Borkins. Borkins, take Victor into custody.
All right, boy.
I produce flame on Borkins.
Oh no!
Oh
No.
God.
I'm gonna start from the back of the ledger basically and skim through the most recent stuff as far as what our caravan was transporting. Do I find any references to like special poisons or anything?
No.
Okay.
Like
Or
I said,
suspicious peoples.
with the 4 hours and the
Gotcha.
and a check, you
Right.
might start to notice patterns or like a code or something. But just a casual look over, it seems like just trade goods, typical stuff.
Ah,
Hodgepodge of everything.
Yeah,
Perhaps that's an activity
So-
for this evening.
There were a few other things in here, right? There was a vial with a little skull in it, or oil with a skull in it, or something.
There's a crystal where you could see a mountain. There's a lot of things.
there's
It's
all
pretty
sorts
cool.
of like weird little knickknacks, but nothing that seems
Particularly relevant.
nothing poisonous.
Okay.
Can I use
it's all just a bunch of
detect
flavor
magic?
stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
You do detect lots of little magical knickknacks,
Mhm.
but no like very strong or impressive auras or anything.
Okay. Just kind of benign.
Yeah,
general,
just like little,
Parlor
like
stuff.
And- yeah.
like the crystal that shows the mountain range,
the mountains,
obviously.
Yeah.
Mhm.
right.
Oh, so that's not a high level teleport spell.
Yeah, if you touch it, you get sucked to the Five Kings Mountains. Good luck.
You're telling me it's not just a really, really tiny mountain that he just like scooped up on the side and kind of left it there?
Bort's
Um,
mini mountains. Well, we've got the ledger to look through.
Perhaps we'll take a look at that. I'm
Yeah.
beginning to wonder if perhaps Bort's murder served two purposes. It could have been as a distraction as well to get everyone to the tavern so that there was nobody watching while somebody might have gotten in here and scooped up some sort of valuables.
I was
Entirely
wondering that
possible.
also.
They've covered the tracks pretty well.
What's that you've got there, Huck?
Just looking through the ledger to see if there's anything amiss.
Excellent. We've CC'd Huck for at least 4 hours.
Well, perhaps we should
Hammy.
should wrap up here and go see if we can either track down Hallett or go rustle up Delma.
It is also the middle of the night.
Ah.
Oh, it is middle of
Oh.
the night now? Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it was evening when y'all were
True.
drinking
Yeah,
and eating.
that's true.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Perhaps we'll do neither of those things. Get drunk, pass out, wake up, start again tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't realize you stopped.
And Huck takes a swig.
Nobody
sure
was
what
looking at
the-
the bottles. I just piled them in.
Yeah.
Not sure what the local, street laws are.
Open
mean-
container.
I
Look,
mean,
as long as you got a brown canvas bag.
Put a
What-
piece of tape over the straw. It's fine.
Yeah.
I figure we are the law now, right? So
We can do whatever we want. This is our town.
the sheriff didn't say anything about not drinking.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll learn as we go.
But perhaps we ought to start fresh in the morning.
Right. Good night.
Yeah,
sleep.
I think that's a good idea. I'm getting pretty tired.
Tamlin, is the feed mill the only place that's got rooms to let, or can we just kind of like pick a house?
The feed mill is the only inn. If you want to go sleep in an abandoned plague
Squire.
house, you absolutely can.
Yeah.
They're also happy to let you sleep sort of around the campfire here with the rest of the Teamsters.
I'll speak.
I would
I'll,
prefer a nice bed.
Oh, I think I'll just sleep around the campfire. I don't know if I want to be in an abandoned house. Those are pretty scary.
I'll stay around the caravan. The rest of them under nature's sky as it was meant to be.
I mean, no one's stopping you, Victor, to go sleep in an abandoned house. It's
I'm not gonna go sleep in an abandoned house. I'm gonna go to the inn.
Well, the inn is closed right now because someone got murdered.
Damn it.
Wah.
Fine.
What? Somebody's been murdered.
Oh, call the cops.
Wait.
We are the cops.
Oh,
no!
no!
We need
We have
copier
to call
cops.
ourselves. I knew it's a problem to have the memento
No.
disease and be a cop at the same time.
We need an adult.
We need an adult.
Let's well, fine. Won't be my first time sleeping in the dirt.
Yeah, like your
Uh,
euphemisms, like a pig rolling in mud.
Right. Yeah. Prefer
Exactly.
not to do that.
So you
Rather-
What's wrong with rolling in mud?
Yeah, I think we could rest.
I mean, occasionally
Yeah.
a nice mud bath feels good, or if you're being hunted by the predator. But
Oh yeah,
So
dogs
you,
are pretty scary. Yeah, I get it.
let's while we
Before
considering maybe just maybe we should have somebody keeping a watch
exactly.
at times.
Sure.
Yes, perhaps we could switch off. I'm as a dwarf, of course. I can see better in the dark, so perhaps I'll take a bit when it's darkest out, and I'll
don't mind,
for an hour or
taking-
so.
I don't mind taking first. I've still got a bit of energy in me.
Hmm.
Oh,
Oh.
cool. I can see in the dark too.
I can take the morning, or like right before dusk, or at dusk.
Nope.
There's
Well,
all
well
those
past
pretty
that.
colors.
Dawn. That's
I've
the
heard-
one.
I've
Yeah.
heard quite a bit about this returning to the scene of the crime thing. I don't know if that's true or why you do it, but I think it could be. It's definitely something in the playbook for being an officer or a deputy.
Oh yeah, I guess we can go back in there now.
Well, I don't think we can go back into the inn, but we
Why
can
not?
keep an eye on the place.
We have
Well,
to
it's closed.
investigate the scene of the crime.
Well, it's
I
closed
think he's
due to
talking
a
about in
murder.
the morning.
Right.
Not right now.
Yeah, I'm talking about before we rest.
Oh. All
Did you
right.
get lost in time again, Huck? You little
yeah.
rascal.
Sorry, I was daydreaming about burning down abandoned houses.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
It's
It
tempting.
is fun.
Yeah.
It is fun.
I won't promise
Burning
that I won't
villages
run
is
off
fun.
and go do that.
Helzakash, if those two are still alive by the end of this investigation, I will be flummoxed.
They're gonna be the only two alive. What are you
That's
talking
right.
about?
Probably.
Survival of the
We're gonna
fittest.
go into a house and they're gonna set it on fire from the outside,
Just out of idle
just for fun, not even like.
just for laughs.
Not even. They'll be like, "Oh shit! I guess they're still
you
in
think
there."
they'd get a kick if I just threw a molly in there, while they were investigating? Probably
Yeah,
not. But it'd
That
be
seems
funny.
hilarious. Do it.
All right, stand back.
Lord.
So yeah, I will take first watch.
I can grab
Uh,
second or third.
I'll take the last watch.
I'll take.
I
fourth.
will take the middle of the night since I have dark vision. So I guess I'll take third.
Yeah.
Y'all are missing the sunrise. Gonna be beautiful.
The night passes uneventfully. The rest of the caravan members all basically pass out drunk, but you all keep an eye out. You don't notice anybody, coming by, other than occasionally a deputy walks by on patrols.
Quick question.
Yes.
How many deputies are there now?
In like the whole town?
Well, I know he just added 5, so I'm wondering, is everyone a deputy? How many are we?
There are 7 deputies in town, including the 5 of you.
Okay.
Okay, so we had 2.
The only deputies are the 2 guys who are too stupid to farm turnips.
Gotcha.
Ah.
But you do regain all of your spell slots, any other abilities that would refresh. You also regain hit points equal to your level times your constitution modifier times your level.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So 2.
Also, if you want to do one last treat wounds before bed.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
Do you still need it? Okay, yeah.
You just roll medicine, right?
Yep.
And,
15.
Are you doing that, or do you want me to fix
well,
it?
you're better at it, so I would ask Helzikesh, would you mind seeing if we could get a couple more secure this wound just a bit better?
Some stitches.
Yeah.
A few
Keep your
stitches.
fingers out of it.
No, that's perhaps I ought to do it because you clearly don't know how to treat a wound
Rub
properly.
some dirt in it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can help out if you
I don't
still
know.
trust me.
Can you assist?
Mm-hmm.
You can,
Rub
but the
some
DC to
hat-
assist
no,
is
whatever
20.
you want.
Right.
Oh, shit.
To 20 to assist.
Yes.
Okay. I won't then in that case.
I will cast guidance.
Is it 20 for healing? I thought it was 15 to assist.
No, aid is a different thing than the
Oh.
medicine check.
Okay.
Like, giving aid on any check is a DC 20.
Good to know.
Okay.
All right, I will go ahead and roll with.
I've got 5. I assume you have at least that.
19 will do it.
Nice.
So that's 2d8.
Nice.
And
wanna
I
roll
can
that?
keep healing if you need. Or I guess
Well, it takes an hour
Yes.
to treat wounds.
Oh, that was
um,
10 minutes. No, that was probably the other thing. Okay.
To treat wounds to replenish hit points is an hour, as far as I understand.
Right.
think it's-
No. It's 10 minutes and then you're immune for an hour.
Oh, okay.
But can't I do continual treating or longer care and heal more just over time?
Let me check.
I was thinking I read that somewhere, but now I'm not seeing it.
I
So
thought that takes. I
If
thought that's
you
like a
succeed
week.
at
That
your
might be a
check, you
feat.
can continue treating the target to grant additional healing. If you treat them for a total of 1 hour, double the hit points they regain from treat wounds.
Oh,
there
I
you
see.
go.
Just have to
Legit.
be
Oh,
looking
cool.
at it.
So how much do you need? Because normally this would heal
2d4.
2d8.
Or 2d8, sorry.
So I only need 5 more. So I would imagine I'll be good
Yeah.
with just the 10 minutes.
Then we'll just do
Should
that.
I roll it or do you want to roll it?
Oh, I guess, yeah. Who rolls?
It's up to y'all.
Go ahead and
healer.
roll it. You're the healer.
Okay.
I've known players who refuse to roll healing for other players because they don't want to get blamed if they roll
Oh,
bad.
Aw.
I don't know. That seems like kind of a table, maybe a troublesome table dynamic if you're that concerned about rolling poorly.
Yeah.
The dice are definitely your fault.
All right, 22.
Especially cyber dice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You
It's
didn't
rigged.
type it in.
That-
The
correct.
most fault-laden of dice.
I am at full health.
Okay.
Wow, you got
Thank
a
you,
lot more
Elsa
color
Cash.
in you.
I appreciate it.
Your beard looks slightly more red.
And you managed to do it without putting even nary a single finger into the wound. That's quite impressive.
Yes, isn't it though?
Very well. Then why don't you get some sleep and we'll So I guess we all pass the night and nothing of note happens.
Yep.
What I understand. All right.
Well, in the morning, Deldrick will get up and kind of
Shake whoever else awake and say,
all right, I think it's best we get a jump on this. We ought to speak to Delma from the tavern, and perhaps she'll know something about this Hollid fellow.
Maybe. She probably knows where he could be found. He doesn't seem like the type that wants to be messed with.
It was not a friendly one, that's for certain.
Nope. I'm actually looking forward to that part.
So you're going to talk to Delma?
that's my vote. So
Yep.
yes.
I'll
Yeah.
agree.
Where are you going to go to talk to her?
She's in the feed mill, isn't she?
I mean, she owns it. She doesn't live there.
Oh. Well, I'll
But
go to the.
She
We
is
should
the
probably.
feed mill.
Okay.
Tamley, do you know where Delma lives?
Tamley does not know, but she is in the feed mill.
Okay.
She is actually standing near the front door when you walk over to it. And she turns and says, "Oh, good morning. Can I help you?"
Good morning.
It is a morning, I guess.
Good morning, Delma. I thought we would come by and speak to you about what happened last night.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm happy to help however I can.
Is there somewhere a bit more private, perhaps we could converse?
She says, I was just about to head into the feed mill to see about cleaning it up. We can go in there.
It's probably a good idea.
She opens up the door and stands back for you all to come in.
Okay. We go in.
We follow.
Inside, the bar, the tap room is still in much the same condition it was last night, with the notable exception that Bort's body has been moved.
Sure.
And once you're all in, she sort of shuts the door and locks it and says, "Okay, what can I do for you?"
Well, we couldn't help but notice that when we came in the other night, before Bort arrived, there was a gentleman sitting at the bar. Seemed a bit unfriendly, and I seem to recall that he was speaking with you.
Halid. Yes.
Halid, yes. Would you mind telling us what his business was?
He was drinking. He does that often when he has the money. When he doesn't, he begs for drinks.
Was he
that sounds
begging
like
for
really sad
drinks?
life.
No, he was paying.
So
He
he'd come
seemed
into
to
some money.
be waiting for something, someone.
She shrugs and says, "It's possible, but also Mr. Halid likes to drink when there aren't other people around, so that he can pinch the asses of the serving girls and beat Finnick in the head."
Well, that's all I need to hear.
We know who killed Bort. It was Howard. But so he didn't say anything odd or particularly unusual apart from being his typical unsavory self.
Yes, I had only just come in, so he only spoke to me briefly before you all arrived. He had been at Finnick for a while, though he usually does like to pick on her.
Finnick, and she was manning the bar before.
Womaning the bar.
Okay, that's not.
She was, she doesn't really run the bar. I believe at that
She's a
time,
goblin.
Amora was. Finnick is more of a. She does a lot of serving, cleaning, sort of odd jobs.
Oh, right. Finnick was
The
Finnick is a
goblin.
the
goblin.
goblin.
They have
is
names.
Is it here?
Oh God.
Could we speak to it?
Does it speak? Do we need some sort of treat to lure it in? Amora says, "No, actually, I haven't seen Finnick since the fight last night. And she hasn't come around for work, although she must have known that the feed mill was closed today. I'm afraid I don't know where she lives. I think she might squat somewhere in the dead homes."
We've cracked the case. It was Finnick and Howard together. If we could both get them both together in this.
I've never seen Hallett and Finnick in the same room.
Exactly. It's the perfect cover.
I saw them here in the same room yesterday. It was Delma. We've cracked the case.
Don't leave town.
Yeah. Squats. Do you think she might squat to the north? I saw quite a few abandoned homes that way.
Yes, those are the dead homes. There's many of them, though, and I understand that goblins are very good at finding little nooks and crannies to stay in.
All right, Huck, where would you hide?
Was my thought exactly, but I didn't want to say it because it's kind of mean.
If you
It's
want
not
to
mean.
understand the goblin, you've got to get into their brain. All right, Huck,
You
come
want to
here, and I
understand
pull
the
out my
goblin?
axe.
You have to ask a goblin.
You know that's a figure of speech, right?
A figure of speech. I'm not familiar with that phrase.
What's your int?
A figure of speech. I'm not familiar with that
my
figure.
my int is 10. My charisma is 8.
Ah. Dumb and ugly. No.
Damn.
Yeah, that's true.
God.
You don't want to talk, goblin.
This is true.
Well, if it were me, I'd probably find a tree or something to climb up into.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're a different kind of goblin.
Yeah, just a bit. But you could probably look for some burned down homes. Goblins like fire, so there's maybe that.
All right.
Very well. Perhaps we'll just go check around, see if anything catches our eye. That way, I don't. If it comes down to it, perhaps Borkins and I can even look for tracks or something, depending on where
Hey, that's a good idea.
we suspect she might have run off to.
Delma says, "I was about to begin cleaning. Did you want to look around before?"
Yes, I think that would be
yeah.
best. Who is it that does the cooking here?
That would be Miss Castellan, Amora Castellan. She was working the bar last night when you came in. She headed out shortly thereafter. Her shift was over.
Oh, so is that who the guy was talking to? Is not Delma, but
Yeah.
the cook?
It was Amora.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh shit, fam! Conspiracy.
We've cracked the case
Yeah.
again. It was Amora. All right.
If we could investigate the kitchen.
Yes.
Definitely.
Let's go into
Yeah.
the kitchen and take a look before you get everything cleaned up.
She says, "Of course, I need to stop by my father's. I'll go by there. I can leave the keys with you, yes?
Of course.
She hands the keys to Daldrick and then heads out.
Honest Abadar, or honest Angrad. Sorry, got my deities confused.
Guys, I think we own a bar now.
No, we don't. Stop
Wait.
being so.
We're the law and we have the keys. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure this is ours now.
No.
Possession is 90% of the law.
I'm pretty sure I
won't
read
fight.
something about is civil asset forfeiture? Yeah, I think this counts.
No,
Oh.
she's coming back.
Speaking of assets, did Huck spend some time last night looking through this book?
Sure, yeah.
What is your... what was it? Lore
Academia?
academics? What's your...
7.
7? Gotcha.
Nice.
Let's see. Alright. Is that a critical? That's the real question. Alright, so, while everyone else was doing whatever, Huck has been poring over these ledgers.
Sorry, I clicked
And-
that by accident.
What you have noticed is what stands out. The first thing you're able to notice is that Bort has visited Etrin's Folly at least 22 times in the past decade. About 5 years ago, the merchant, Bort started making deliveries labeled only reagents to someone referred to only as H, receiving surprisingly large amounts of gold in exchange.
Ooh.
The deliveries are numbered starting with number 1, which began about 5 years ago, and the last delivery of this sort is number 14, which occurred the day the caravan arrived in town.
Reagents. That sounds. Have you told us about this?
Yeah, I would have first thing in the
Yeah.
morning for sure. Or at least when we got here.
Reagents. That sounds alchemy-ish.
It
that
does,
sounds like
doesn't
one
it?
of their
Yeah.
words.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
It's definitely some kind of fancy learned word. So, maybe he finally delivered everything he needed and needed to be scrubbed out.
Maybe he
They just didn't.
maybe he looked in a shipment and he wasn't supposed to, or maybe he
Could have been.
Or it could have been a bad batch and they weren't very happy with it.
So
Well,
you
he could've
kill a
had it
guy?
falling
That
out.
seems. He's like, yeah, that seems wrong.
You all sure are pretty handy with reasons to kill folk.
I mean,
Sometimes
you
we
look hard
just-
enough, you can find one. You'll find just as many not to as well. But it looks like he was in cahoots with whatever this alchemist
Hey.
was. I think we can say that it was an alchemist at this point.
that seems
pretty
reasonable.
conclusively.
Yeah.
It's just what's H's motivation?
Well, I would
Dude.
imagine if he doesn't need a supply chain anymore, then he must have completed whatever it is he's working on and wants to take care of loose ends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it might be that our old friend Bort knew a little too much about what he was doing. I
Well-
imagine he was a smart enough man, could make some guesses about the things he was carrying.
Didn't Bort try to say something to us as he was dying? Am I totally imagining that? But
Yeah, I don't remember him saying anything
Maybe
other
not,
than
okay.
like, "Oh God,
Yeah.
I'm dying."
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought he had croaked some.
No, there was no like, "Look for Mister."
Okay.
Mr. Something.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Is there any change in price to the reagents over time? Like, is it more expensive now than it was?
They fluctuate by like say 10 to 20 gold pieces,
Okay.
but no like market increase or decrease.
Okay. So, this was delivered right before he came to the bar then, basically.
Seems like it. There's no like time, but that would make sense.
So it's actually possible that he was poisoned before he came to the bar, and just it took a while for the poison to take effect.
I suppose.
Possible, but if he's been here several times, it could. He was quite fond of those turnips and quite vocal about it. If someone knew and wanted to polish him off, it's quite possible they
Somebody
could.
wanted to get a lot of poison in him. That would be how he'd do it. He was eating
Aye.
gobs of them. Surprised he wasn't using his hands.
Certainly.
Well,
I
suppose-
take a look around the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
All
I
right.
will search around for any old vials or hidden areas.
Spilled
Yeah.
poison.
There's just this big jug that says poison. What is
Nah,
your
that can't be it.
perception bonus?
7.
7.
Poison for Bort specifically.
Was anyone else doing it?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah,
I'd like
I'm-
to look around.
I think we're all probably.
Minus-
All right, everyone, just type in your perception bonus then, so I can keep track. All right.
Woof.
Wolf?
I'm distracted by books, alright?
You know that
I've got lots of naked ladies in the margins of my spell book.
Naked goblins.
naked
All
like
of
what
all
kind of ladies?
species. I'm an educated goblin with refined taste.
Ew. I'm only
Okay.
into scat porn.
Right.
No, that's
Man of
that's
culture.
typical goblins.
All right. Let's see. So everyone's sort of looking around the kitchen, looking for suspicious things. You see lots of kettles, skillets, knives, mortar and pestle, roasting spits, butter churner, all sorts of things. There's also lots of spices and seasonings, but everything seems pretty mundane, kitchen-esque stuff. It's only Victor who sort of wanders near where the bowl, Bort's bowl, that he was eating out of last night was apparently brought in here probably when they moved his corpse. It's starting to dry, but now when you sort of lean over and smell it, there's a strange kind of almost floral smell in the porridge that you didn't notice last night when you all were eating it.
That's a bit unexpected.
What?
Come
Also,
on, get a whiff of this.
as Tinkerella is wandering around the kitchen looking, she doesn't find anything in the kitchen, but you do spot outside of the window a slight glint in the grass outside.
Ooh, Hey, is the door still locked?
It is locked, but y'all have the keys.
We have the key.
Okay, can someone let me out? Or hand me the key so I can unlock myself? There's something outside that's sparkling.
Daldric just goes and unlocks the door because he's like, well, at least this will get Tinkerella out of our hair while we take care of the business of investigating the crime scene.
But what's going on with the smell?
It's his bowl. I didn't notice it. It smells like flowers for some reason. I never had turnips that smelled like flowers.
Yeah, when Victor, points it out, you can all come over and smell the faint scent of it.
Smell it.
It does not smell like any of the spices that you found in this place so far.
Okay. Can I try to identify it as an alchemical ingredient or like a poison, or like what would I roll for that?
It would be craft, or knowledge, or nature if you have either one of those.
I
I
have
have nature.
my
Nature.
crafting is significantly better than my nature.
Okay.
My nature is 7.
Ooh,
My nature's 5.
Hell yeah, brother!
Well, It's a secret check.
Oh, damn.
Womp womp.
So. That's funny because I also rolled a 19. So you do recognize this smell. As this is a critical success, you can tell that this is it is an uncommon poison called violet breath. So called because of the floral scent. Whenever you get it, it deals poison damage to you and makes you begin to suffocate. So obviously it killed. It wasn't actually suffocation that killed Bort, assuming this was violet breath. It was the poison damage, but also he was suffocating.
Yeah, so even if you recover from the poison damage or it doesn't fully kill you, you suffocate anyway. Yeah, that's pretty potent.
Mm-hmm.
It's also, you would also know that it can take anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes to set in.
Okay.
Tinkerella, skipping outside, you find lying in the grass, just slightly poking up, there is a small glass vial with a simple cork. The cork is in it, and when you pick it up, it's almost completely empty, but you do see a faint little bit of liquid sort of clinging to the side of the glass.
Ooh. Is it like my favorite color? The pinks and the purples?
Definitely.
Drink
Ooh.
it. It has a little post-it on it that says "Drink me," and then Tinkerella heads off to Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, it'll be just like Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
You know, this is cool. I wonder if they left the door unlocked for me so I can come back in.
I didn't.
And then
I
I will.
specifically didn't. I'm just kidding. I
You just hear a
unlocked
little knock on the door.
it. Yeah.
Hello.
Well,
I open
guy,
it.
I think I recognize this poison. It was definitely poison.
What kind?
Well, I doubt you've ever heard of it, but I think it's called violet breath.
Kind of a hipster goblin, huh?
With a +7 in nature, you would also have heard of violet breath.
Ah.
I'll just nod.
It's made from refined fungus. It is a natural poison.
Ah. It's not very common.
No.
Well, if the door is unlocked, I'm gonna barge into the kitchen and say, "Look!"
You said what?
That if the door is not unlocked, I'm gonna barge in, and as you guys are discussing, and then say, "Look what
You keep cutting off.
I do."
At the end. At the end.
What I
yeah.
found, I believe. Is
I think
Yes.
it's look what I found. Is,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, she said she comes barging in.
Yeah. So what did you find? Or I guess I can handle this. What is that, Tinkerella? What's that you've got there?
I don't know, but it tastes delicious.
Well, it was this little tiny object that was glinting in the sunlight, and it's basically empty, but there's this little tiny droplet of purple, kind of like what's in my hair. I mean, it probably is darker if there's more of it, but yeah, it's a glass bottle with a cork
And where did you find this?
outside,
Like, where?
like outside. Like if you look through this window, and I think it was in the kitchen.
Yes.
Yeah, if you look through this kitchen window, it was right around there.
I like how for Tinkerella, narrowing down outside is already an extremely narrow and precise location.
Outside, I told you, duh.
Not
I
indoors. Ever
eliminated
heard of
50%
it?
of all places.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will also peel back the curtain and say Tinkerella saw that because she rolled a critical success on her.
Ooh,
Nice.
Well done.
Very nice. I walk up and say, does it smell of any like floral.
Well,
No.
I don't know. I didn't actually pop off the cork. But I'm
Victor will
assuming.
reach over and pop it off, and yep, same thing.
Yes, it
Yep.
absolutely is.
Yep.
I'll take
Well,
pride
I
in my
think we
ability to
know-
sniff poison
Well,
and not
Daldrick,
die.
I think we found your murder weapon.
Man,
We've
y'all
cracked
just
the
got
case.
You've got your dang fingerprints all over that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to wipe those off.
Give me a towel.
Oh, God.
We got to get out of here. Somebody's dead.
Yeah. All right, we'll have to draw straws to see who's going to be the patsy for this one.
Well, so where does this leave us, right?
Well, it leaves us.
The cook would have served us all from the same bowl.
So they didn't put it in the
It
whole
was
thing. They
his
just put it in
bowl.
his.
It would have had to have just been in his.
Yeah.
Would the cook have known his order specifically, or would it have been?
The only man eating 6 people's worth of
Mhm.
turnips.
Well, he's the
Fair.
one who ordered it, right? He ordered everything. We
Well,
didn't order that
I
stuff.
mean,
He very clearly likes the turnips.
He's been there before.
you
they
order. You order from the waiter or waitress who goes back and tells the cook what to.
know. Right.
Right.
That's
But-
where I
So
was
the cook
going
has
with this.
staff
But
work,
he is the only person who is eating
Right.
a mixing bowl's worth of.
Yeah.
Do you
Um,
think the person was dumb enough to just toss it out the window and think no one would find it?
Was it
Probably
entirely
probably, yeah.
out, or did it drop?
Well, I mean, it was on the ground
That's
outside the
where
window,
things
so I'm
land.
sure someone has the ability to just chuck it out.
They
Well,
probably,
there's a few explanations. Either he's really stupid, or didn't think you were gonna find it, or there's various forms of enchantment that could be at play.
doesn't have to be a he. Could easily be
Yeah.
any other gender. It's
Definitely. Let's focus on that.
Yeah,
yes.
I suppose.
That's the important detail that
Yes.
I'm so sorry I missed.
Aye.
Gender equality.
God.
Okay.
Glad that
So
we have the wokest detectives in Plague.
Yeah.
sure.
Very woke.
We may not get to the bottom of the case, but we'll respect everybody.
But we won't offend anyone while we do.
They called me Daldruk Wokegut back.
Oh, God.
That's the reason I was exiled, probably. 'Cause I wouldn't stop talking about these sorts
Gender
of things.
politics.
So I think after thinking about it for a little bit, my character will just be like,
I think this basically leaves us with either the cook or Finnick. Right?
Who left?
Well, it would
To
have
get
to
the
be.
sheriff?
Finnick didn't show up for her shift today, and she was the one that delivered the food, if I recall.
Right.
Plus, she's a goblin, so that's like 2 strikes against you right there.
So the suspect list keeps getting longer.
Hmm.
We've got this Castellon, and now we need to talk with Finnick.
I think we ought to track down Finnick first if she was involved with this, which seems quite likely. And she didn't show up today. She might have already taken off. We should follow up on that quite quickly.
I wouldn't be surprised if she was involved that she would be eliminated. Not many people around here would miss a goblin. No offense, Huck.
Hey. All right. Well, none taken. I guess.
I would miss you briefly.
Briefly. I
Once
would
we
miss
spend
you
a little
until
bit more time together and get to know each other, maybe, we can develop more of a rapport.
It's only the first date.
Yeah.
Just
You
to
have
be
to get
clear,
to third base with me before I remember you.
just to be clear, Victor is speaking specifically for himself and not all of us as a group.
I second this.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. And I respect you
Well,
all
you
enough.
all wouldn't remember him at all.
I'll respect you enough to not light you on fire yet.
I leave. I go looking. I go
yeah.
to check out the dead homes.
Can
Oh.
your pooch there sniff out
Oh,
a
that's a
goblin?
good idea.
Or we find some tracks or anything?
I have tracking. I think he has scent. He has scent, but I think in order for him to be able to track, I would have to train that skill.
No, that's so do you mean like train survival to track things?
Well, it seemed like it was a little bit nebulous. Like I took animal training, or I have that as part of my background, but it's not clear to me if what things they can do. Like he doesn't have tracking on his like minion page or on his like in his like stat block. So I kind of assumed that would be something I would have to teach him to do over the course of like a week.
Well, no, there's not like teaching tricks like in first edition.
Okay.
Animals know leap, seek, stand, stride, and strike. So you could use seek to look for smells and make survival checks with them.
All right.
As long as you're using, command an animal, he can do whatever you want.
Yeah, dude. I would definitely. Well, we could either use the floral scent or see if we can find something of Phoenix in the inn.
Maybe Delma's would know something that she handles regularly.
Or if there's an
Leather
apron.
rags or something. Apron, yeah, something like that.
A goblin-sized apron, perhaps something for old Borkins here to get his nose into.
And check for spillage. Because if Finnick did it, he would have to have been hurried about it to not be seen by anyone.
She?
Sure.
We
yeah.
just talked about respecting identity.
We've just.
Fuck, come on.
I'm goblin. I don't know that we care about that a lot, but.
Is that why you have a monkey tail?
Yes, this is my penis.
Whoa.
I kill Huck.
That's okay.
I cut off his penis.
Yeah. Do we just sort of do a domino effect of each of us killing the other one? Like
Yeah. I'll shoot you in the face, then you shoot me in the face.
All right.
Do you think Delma will find it, or do you think we can hunt it up ourselves?
Well, Delma's in there. I guess I would just look around and see if I saw anything that looked like it was probably goblin-sized in the kitchen.
Yeah.
That might be
hanging
sufficient.
on a peg, you find an apron that clearly would fit a goblin.
All right, I take that and I hold it out for Borkins and I go, do you get the scent there, boy? And I will command him to seek.
All right.
I guess.
What is his perception or survival, whichever is higher?
His perception is 1. I wonder if I probably trained and I didn't check that box or something like that. Survival is 4. My survival is 5. So, but I don't know if I would just sniff. I'm like, we need to get this for Borkins, and then I just sniff the apron and start running.
Borkins is leading you on a leash.
He
pulling
has
Borkins along.
He has scent though, so I think that he would probably be the best for that.
All right. Also, animal companions are trained in perception.
Okay.
Nice.
That's probably didn't put that.
Also, acrobatics and athletics, as well as all saving throws.
Your dog's more buff than you
I think I just didn't finish with the sheet. Shit.
All right. So
his perception's 4 and his survival is also 4. So
okay.
Either one.
All right, and we'll give him a +2 since he is using scent.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Bork sniffs the apron and sort of gets excited, and then runs over to the door and starts scratching at it.
Okay, yeah, I go and open the door.
He shoots out, running down this street up to the north, like with his nose to the ground, sniffing.
I
Wait,
go chasing after him.
Wait, shouldn't we lock the door? I mean, I don't think she's come back.
Well, come back with your keys.
I whip the keys out behind me. No time among the chase! And I just start going. I just run after Borkins, going, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo.
Sorry, ma'am. Lovely establishment. Gotta go.
Yeah.
Did you mean that you threw the keys?
I whipped him back to Tinkerella to lock
Gotcha.
the door behind us.
Sweet.
So Borkins leads you all out to the northernmost of these dead homes. And then, are you trying to keep Borkins quiet, or are you just letting him like bark and run and like go?
I didn't say, but I don't.
You're making wee woo, wee woo.
Oh, that's true. You are screaming wee woo, wee woo.
I think I'm running by him going wee woo, wee woo. So, I guess I have to just commit to this because that's what I said. So, yeah. Although I'm probably out of breath by the time we get there.
Well, with this racket pummeling forward, you see the northern side of this house busts open, and Finnick, the small goblin, goes sprinting out, running at top speed. Everyone roll initiative, and we're gonna have a chase.
This is gonna be perception.
All right.
Yeah, perception.
Hamstring it.
Oh shit! I didn't pick my token. Damn it.
I got you.
I mean, I know this was not the correct way to do this, but I feel like this is true to Daldric.
It's
in his
not right,
character.
but it's the best way to do this.
Legit.
Borkins,
Does he not
Borkins
get it?
doesn't.
Oh yeah, that's
No,
right. He just
yeah.
goes on my turn.
Well, as long
Dominion.
as you spend an action to
Right.
tell him to. All right. So Finnick, this isn't like combat. Chasing, you have different obstacles to overcome, and most of them will have two options to overcome them. Possibly others, if you can come up with an interesting and sensible way to bypass an obstacle. And we're trying to see who accumulates the most successes to see who wins the chase.
Ooh.
Cool.
So, the first obstacle coming up, Victor, Finnick sort of leads around the corner, and you chase after her. And as she rushes forward, she is moving into the early morning market over in the square here. Several carts in the way. She ducks through them. How does Victor try to get through them? By default, you can use athletics or acrobatics to either shove them out of the way or jump over them.
Oh yeah, definitely athletics.
All right.
Victor's definitely a wrecking ball.
So make
so yeah,
athletics.
he'll try to smash.
Just drop
right
his
through.
head and run
Yeah.
into them.
All right, you mangy git.
Let's see. That is a critical success. So that is 2 points towards the goal for Victor.
Yeah.
Hazelcash, you see Victor just explode through like the what is it? It's always like a
fruit
stall
cart
with a
or
bunch of
something
fruits. Yeah. They just go flying
apple
around
cart.
as he runs through.
Cabbages just explode like a fucking claymore, showering the market.
What do you do, Hazelcash?
Halzakash will try to weave through the carts.
All right. Acrobat.
Gigantic.
This isn't great, but we'll see.
Woo.
That is a success, not a critical success, but you kind of pick your way across the debris that Victor has left in his wake. Everyone's like, "What the fuck?" Daldric.
So how much of this is left for me to navigate through?
You still have to get through it, yeah.
Okay. I guess I would try to since I'm shorter, I would probably try to find a spot that I could kind of tumble under, or
Okay. Sounds like acrobatics to me.
sounds good. Well,
all right.
not that good.
You try to roll under a thing, under a cart, and Borkins just jumps on top of you, barking
Yeah.
excitedly, trying to get past.
Sure.
Huck.
Oh, sorry, mic was muted. I think that. How far away are we from Finnick?
A nebulous distance.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so I'll probably try to duck under the cart with Daldrick then, but hopefully
Okay.
I'll make it through. Oh shit! Nope.
Lol. Ooh.
So that's a critical failure.
Sure is.
Huck, you are running past, and someone shouts, "Ah, goblins!" and throws like a cloak on you to stop you because they think they're under attack. So you basically lose next round as you're trying to fight
Shit.
your way out of
Alright.
here. Tinkerella.
All right, I am trying to bob and weave, but as if there is actual fruit being thrown, it's like a yellow starry fruit. I want to try to catch one while I'm bobbing and.
Okay.
Yeah.
You bob and weave. It's you don't quite get a critical success because you stop to snatch up one of the fruits, but you do get one success. All right. Second stage of the chase. Victor, hot in pursuit of Finnick. The next obstacle is just an open stretch of road that Finnick is sprinting at full speed down. This one is just a flat fortitude save to try and keep up without getting winded.
Okay.
The fruit is really good.
Yeah.
You rolled
So
a
this
19.
is another critical success.
Hell yeah, Victor.
Victor.
So it's
Victor
human legs.
Yeah, exactly. Finnick is like,
Come on, you little green bitch!
and Victor is just like a machine, like the Terminator, sprinting after him. And Victor,
all that roach marching's done me good.
Victor tackles Finnick and brings her to the ground since you've accumulated 4 successes in 2 rounds.
Nice.
Nice.
I tackle her to the ground and immediately pull out a dagger and stick it at her neck and
and slit her throat. Yes, I got you.
That was the point, right?
Got her, guys. It's all right.
Alright, I killed the goblin.
Right.
Heal, Victor! Heal!
Running away, not the best thing to do.
Finnick is like, please, I'm sorry. No, please, don't hurt me.
I walk up eventually with Borkins in tow, and I'll say, tell us right now what's going on, but I'll let Borkins lick your face.
Not a dog. Please, don't.
I'll do it.
If he licks me, he'll kill me.
He's very cuddly.
Oh, disgusting, gross doggy. He says, please don't hurt me. It wasn't my fault.
We know everything.
Oh, you know everything? Then I don't need to say anything. Thank you.
Confess it all.
All right,
but just to be clear, we're on the same page. You confess to me.
I confess.
Well, a little bit more specifically, just so that we all know and we're all totally.
Well, I haven't been read my rights.
Tell us
what are those?
Punch your head off the dirt.
This is Zisker.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit her with the intimidate.
All right.
Okay, I was like, please don't hit her.
I was like, wait, we don't know for a certainty.
Oh no, that's 20. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm trying to coerce her into spilling the beans. I'll probably beef this. That's not great.
She says, okay, I'll tell you. They're gonna
Oh, no.
kill me.
They won't have a chance. Wait, I didn't mean it like that.
Wait, which was us was the good cop?
She says, okay. Yesterday, Mr. Howland found me and he gave me some spices. He told me he was gonna play a trick on Mr. Boyd for a bad deal that he made. I didn't know I was gonna kill him.
Oh, it's free.
So what do we roll the sense motive?
Perception.
Okay.
But it is a secret check.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Nice.
will also be rolling.
7, but yeah, I think I just believe her.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I'm inclined to believe this. So
Mhm.
it fits my prejudices. against Baldwin.
Huck absolutely feels like this is all genuine. That's either a critical success
Okay.
or a critical failure.
Yeah,
Hold
yeah.
on a minute. The rest of you are buying it as well.
Mhm.
Like
She
I said,
says-
we already knew that. And you're free. Well, you're not free, but we do regret all this violence that.
Well, I
we've
mean, in
gotten
fairness,
into.
she did run, so.
Yeah,
Yes,
it was a good run.
She says, I ran because I heard a dog and
Yes.
it scared me.
In
Yeah, it's
retrospect,
pretty
I
disgusting. I gotta give you that one.
Probably shouldn't have led with
He's a good
Borkins.
boy. You're a good boy. You're not disgusting, Borkins.
Tell
Also,
us, Finnick.
I knew that if they caught me, that they would kill me. I'm just a goblin and they're all people and I had to work so hard to get a job and they're gonna think I did it. And I did do it. It's my fault that old Mr. Board is dead. He was so nice to me and I killed
Helzakesh will kneel down to Finnick and be like, I understand, but tell us, why would you help Mr. Hallett? He's not particularly kind to you either.
No, I didn't want to, but I knew if I didn't, he would suck me around the ears like he does. And he just told me, if he had told me it would kill Mr. Board, I would never have done it. But he said it would just make him sick, and it was just to pay him back. And I didn't want him to hurt me or cut me.
Yeah, I buy it.
Mm-hmm. It seems legit.
It's really
Well,
sad.
don't you worry. We're going to be making a visit to old Mr. Hallett here pretty quick. And whatever he's done to you, I think he's probably going to be getting back tenfold. I
Do
say,
you know
like,
where we might find him?
popping my knuckles.
She sort of sniffles and wipes her nose and says, I know where Mr. Hallett stays, but it's not safe. He could kill you.
I think we can handle ourselves.
We'll probably light him on
Thanks for
fire.
the-
It'll be great.
After we
Oh.
question him.
I would like that if you set him on fire.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes, where does he live?
He lives out at Dead Willow. It's over on the north part of town by the river.
Do you have a used apron or something of that, like that, of his lying around?
No.
Is it
Yeah.
an easy place to find, or are we going to have to traipse all over the north town?
I've marked it on the map.
Oh, convenient.
Beautiful.
I've marked it on the map for you.
Very good enough.
Oh,
Well, Finnick,
Thank
if
you.
we can get to the bottom of this, I'm certain you won't be held. He's just eating. Daldrick's just eating. Like, yeah,
Grab
just
some of
happens
the
to have
fruit.
like, yeah. So I took some fruit from Tinkerella, and he's just
Mhm.
eating it. He goes, I'm
I
certain.
think it might. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm certain you won't be held responsible if everything you say is true, and we'll go speak to this Howard fellow, and you won't have anything to fear from him if you're telling us the truth about this.
It might be a good idea if we took her back to town and maybe made sure somebody was keeping an eye on her, because we don't want anyone to sneak in behind us and try to, you know.
Aye.
Shall we take you to the feed mill?
Or the jail, and just
They
say,
don't have one.
Well, we should
or not
probably
the jail.
we should probably take her to the sheriff at least to keep an eye on. While we get to
He
the bottom
doesn't
of this.
seem particularly, shall we say, inclined to trust goblin folk.
Yes, as I said, we ought to take her to Delma.
Mhm.
Have her keep an eye on Finnick.
All right, good idea.
Is there anything else you can tell us about him before we go and talk to him?
Finnick says, he's really big and scary.
Oh, that's it.
We'll see about that.
Well, old Victor here is also quite big and scary and pretty good in the chase, as you've
That's
no
right.
doubt learned.
You are really fast.
Yep, I never miss leg day.
Also, I think old man Elam is going to be pissed that you smashed his cart.
Well, you know,
He can take it up with my halberd.
yeah.
Mhm.
Put it on the list of things that I owe people for. Quite long.
I'll pay you back later unless I
Yeah.
can't find you or I forget. So you take her back to the feed mill.
Mhm.
Delma sees you coming with Finnick and says, "Oh, good, you found Fin. Oh my goodness, darling, what's the matter? Are you okay? Is everything all right?"
Yeah, she, well, would you mind keeping an eye on her? We think that somebody might be after Finnick, and might be a good idea if someone were around to you know, keep an eye on her.
We
Also-
found. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was gonna say also here are your keys. Thanks for lending them to us.
She says, "Thank you. I wish you had locked the windows as well as the doors, but it's fine."
Oh. I guess that is a weak area.
Madam, in our defense, we're not very intelligent.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
right.
Didn't
Okay,
even.
says,
judgment.
Mm.
We might be smart, but our judgment is poor.
She says, "Well, I'm happy to have you here, Finnick. We've got some cleaning to do, and we could use your help." And she says, "Okay."
Something to take your mind off things.
Delma, I think we probably, and I kind of look around at my companions to see, kind of giving them a look of like, should we bring her in to this? Should we like let her know that Finnick is like a flight risk?
You come back, Delma's fucking dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stabbed
no.
in the face.
Yeah. So, Finnick, why don't you go on inside and cool your head for a minute? We want to speak with Delma.
We'll be back later on. How about making us up something nice? I certainly mean to enjoy the inn and your fine services again.
Yeah, fetch me an ale.
I said that and it sounded really weird, but it sounded really like mean, but I was trying to like bolster
I
her
get what you're
spirits.
trying to say.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Delma
Yeah.
says, "Finnick, just go inside." She shuts the door and says, "What is the problem?"
Well,
when we went to speak to Phoenix, she started bolting, and we had to apprehend her. After speaking with her, she told us that this Hallett fella had used her to play a trick, quote unquote, on old Bort there. I believe that this Hallett fellow had some score to settle with Bort, and he used Finnick to do it. She's obviously quite afraid and concerned for her safety. We've reassured her that we'll go speak to this Hallett, but there's certainly some risk to her, and I wouldn't be surprised if she wanted to skip town in order not to be blamed for Bort's murder herself.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Yeah.
So
it's
she's
as much
the
for her
one who-
protection. Yep. Go ahead. Sorry.
She poisoned him?
She was
Not intentionally.
I don't know for certain. I think
Yeah, this is the thing about controlling your information.
well, I believe that she delivered the poison, but according to her, she didn't know that that's what it was. She thought that it was some sort of joke.
I see. Well, I'll keep her here until this evening. If you're not back, I'll have to tell the sheriff. You understand?
I understand.
Yeah, just do what you can to keep him off her back, because we don't think she had anything to do with it. She's already got it rough as it is, and
Well, yeah.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
you might
and
just
do you-
kind
do you-
of suggest that someone should look after her.
Have you gone to Dead Willow to see if Hallett's there?
We're
Oh,
on
no,
our
no.
way
That's
there
where we're
now.
gonna go next.
Yeah,
Alright.
I gotta go apologize to this man's cabbage cart or whatever the hell I smashed.
He says, if you do go, be careful. Hallett he's a bit of an addict, and he is violent.
Addict as an alcoholic, shooting up stuff.
Oh shit! I wonder if he's the buyer. Oh
I
my
don't know.
god! I wonder
I
if
just know that he.
the only H we know.
he's an addict who's been shipped expensive reagents.
Yeah.
That sounds like drug
But
exports.
why would he kill his only drug?
Maybe he's
Will,
It
not.
was a bad deal.
Maybe
he
it
got
wasn't
bad
good.
deals.
He got
well,
bad goods.
Maybe it was a bad batch. Maybe it wasn't as strong as it used to be.
I said that, and you guys said, "Oh, batches. That doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything."
What?
We're doing an awful lot of speculating. He's got to know that we're involved at this point. We should probably be beating feet.
I leave.
I like how that's just become your move.
I have to, or you guys won't stop talking.
I start heading toward Dead Willow with Borkins, and I say to Victor, "Alright, this fellow's quite dangerous. We should probably creep up on Dead Willow.
Yeah.
Perhaps we ought to come from these copse of trees from the north. He won't be looking
So
out for
where-
anybody."
Where exactly is Dead Willow?
It is the
is it-
house next to the.
Oh, it's this one?
Right here.
Oh,
That
I
one.
see.
Gotcha.
Um,
Yeah, I think maybe we maybe you sneak around the back and or at least you and Balkans and maybe I don't know, somebody else go around that way, and I'll come in from the front in case he wants to get in a stand-up fight, and see.
Seems like a good plan. I'll watch
Or
the back.
Perhaps Daldric could approach since he's been doing the talking, and if he goes out the back, we know he'll be running, and she'll look toward Victor.
All right, yeah, I'll go around back and wait, and you here, take this, and I'll give one of you my signal whistle. So
Oh,
whenever
yeah,
I
I
want to
don't
be
need.
clear.
I've been doing the talking. Charisma is a dump stat for me.
Yeah.
Charisma is my one dump stat. I'm not
Yeah.
good at it. I've just been doing it.
Yeah. I'll give you the.
Yeah, that won't super be necessary if I go with that group here.
And I'll cast message, and I'll just say, "This is a demonstration." You can reply to this message.
Who are you
may
talking?
reply to
sending
this
it
message after the beep.
Yeah. Who are you messaging?
I send it to Victor because he was trying to give his whistle.
All right. Well, if anything comes happening out the back, I'll blow my whistle and let you guys.
Wait, I don't understand what
know
the
how.
plan is. Am I supposed to go to the door to knock?
It sounds like
Yeah,
you're going
that's what I
in the front. I am posting up in the back, and somebody signals me if we're able to move in. So if we are attacking into the house, somebody lets me know. And if he comes running out the back, I will let you
Face
guys
him
know.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You're
Well, and
you're
you just have to whisper though, because
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not sure how the message spell works
very well. Bard, you're with me.
because
And
I
I'll,
am.
Basically,
dumb fighter.
I can just mouth words and you hear them in your head.
Okay.
And I can return the message.
You can reply.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will move up. I will sneak up toward that dead
Yeah,
willow
I would-
first.
I would like to attempt to be stealthy as well, to get around behind the house.
Okay, so just so I know where everyone's going to be, Daldric, Borkins, and Tinkerella are coming up from the front, and the rest of you are coming from the back, or is it?
I wasn't sure where I or Huck were going.
Is there more than
Yeah,
one level
figure out
to
where
this
you are.
place?
As you approach, you can see that it is a single-story farmhouse
Okay.
with an
I am-
outbuilding nearby.
I'm thinking I might just knock on the door. He's less likely to be suspicious if we don't come leaping in the windows.
It's
But if he sees like a dinosaur at the door, it might be kind of scary.
okay. Well,
She just turns and stares you just dead in the eye, but no expression or
Well, you're
word.
freaking tall to me, so you would definitely.
yeah.
Bends
I-
down.
Like how Tinkerella doesn't know what dragonkin are, what's your race? What's it called?
Lizard folk.
Lizard folk. She
Narushi.
doesn't know what lizard folk are, but she knows what
Narushi.
dinosaurs are.
She's a bard.
Yeah. I think that's a wise idea. Perhaps you ought to move in, and I'll be here to support.
Where's that little monkey going off to now?
Somebody's gonna come around back with me, right?
Not it. Not my job to know where he's
Yeah,
at.
no,
No goes.
I can come around back and I'll be I can
You
send a
message
signal.
somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay. So Huck and Victor approach from the rear.
That makes
Tinkerella,
sense.
Borkins, and Daldric creep up from the front, and Hell is just gonna walk up to the front door.
Yeah, she's just
think
going to
that's the
try
plan.
the diplomatic approach.
Yeah.
Everyone else is let me use proper terminology. Everyone else is avoiding notice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Type out real quick your stealth bonuses, and I'll make some checks.
Mine's pretty good because I'm a goblin.
I am good at
Goblins are
stealth, but
sneaky.
whatever.
I'm the least sneaky.
Are you
All
sure?
right.
I have
Or
two.
not.
Mm-hmm.
You must be Dexy, because I'm not Dexy. But
I'm kinda
wait,
Dexy.
shit, I'm 4. Mine's a 4. I'm sorry,
Oh,
I did that wrong.
you're too good. But not.
I was looking at the T3, and I was like, oh yeah, 3. But I have a point in Dex.
All right. So you all start to creep up towards the so-called Dead Willow home. You can see a huge dead willow stands in front of a house that appears to be in serious disrepair. It may have had a second story at one time, but that long ago collapsed into ruin, taking parts of the first floor with it. The windows are all boarded over, and the front door hangs open about a foot, kept from swinging wider by a frayed rope.
Hmm.
Ooh.
I like these maps.
hmm The very green.
They're
would.
very your style. Not exactly the same, but it's like
No, but
similar.
they've got enough detail that you can see what the fuck stuff is.
Yeah, as
Which
opposed
I
to
like.
a lot of them.
This is Matthias Rokenalcher was the cartographer for this adventure.
Fuck that guy. He's my competition. I hate him now.
What a prick!
But I like his work.
But he's a fucker.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything? I think I might hide behind this tree.
Sure.
As she's moving up. I don't really want to be. I don't want to be suspicious, but I don't want to like.
You don't want to
you're
be
creeping
suspicious
around to the front
Yeah.
yard, so
Right,
if anyone
yeah.
sees you, you look suspicious. But if they
Yeah.
don't, you
May I pose a question? A mechanics question.
no.
All
Yeah,
right.
what's up?
All right.
For like a reach weapon, are there penalties for fighting indoors or anything like that? Or in
Not-
like tight spaces? Or I assume if I was like squeezing through something, that would probably
Yeah.
have. Yeah.
Yeah, only if it would have to be unusually tight. Like
Okay.
by default, it's assumed you have enough room to maneuver your weapon around.
Okay. Cool. I will stick with the halberd.
Halbert's
Hey.
good.
Now, if you ever are having to like climb or maneuver like that, you would need a free hand at least to sort of climb around and stuff. So then you might
Okay.
want to switch. But
Yeah.
All right. Do I notice anything as I walk up toward the front door?
let's see. You have a +7 perception.
Yeah.
I think you do notice something.
Ooh. He's hanging.
Borkins, go with her, boy. And I'm gonna command Borkins to accompany Helzikesh.
Okay.
Lizard and a dog.
Walk into a bar.
Snacks for later.
Into a bar. He's just there for backup.
All right. So you do spot Helzikesh as you approach. The front door of the house is not. It's like shifted in its frame, so it would hang open. And if it wasn't tied shut by this rope, it would like fly open completely.
Mhm.
But what you see, the rope sort of goes into this debris that's collapsed into the house, but you can just spot a glint of steel, and you realize that the rope is tied to a large, heavy crossbow. That if you were to cut the rope or open the door or do anything, it would fire at the door.
That's terrifying.
Okay. I think I'll walk up, kind of look at it, and then kind of shift to the side back where they are and kind of make that motion against your throat, like not gonna happen, no go with the front door. And then I will kind of walk around to the side. Is there something? Is this a door over here or windows or?
That is a boarded up window.
Okay. Can I get a view of anything, just kind of peering around a little bit of anything inside?
No,
Through
the
the window?
boards are.
Or is it sealed shut? Okay.
Yeah, it's surprisingly well boarded up. There's no gaps in it.
Okay. Is there any other evident entrance since this one is rigged?
You don't see any other entrances, at least from where you're standing.
Okay. I I think I will go ahead and go like near the door and just like knock on the wall and making sure not to trigger the crossbow trap.
All right. You sort of bang on the wall, but there is no response. You don't hear any movement or anything. And Huck and Victor in the back, you hear the like distant like thudding on the door or the wall, but you also don't see any movement or anything.
Okay. I will just go back to the group then and act like, he's not home, so we move out. And I will head kind of further away out of view in case he's in there and just kind of head down the road since we're trying to be sneaky about it.
Sure.
So
Play
he
it off,
won't.
being cool.
Yeah, he won't be alarmed by the fact that you walk up and consult a dwarf and gnome that we're hiding behind a tree.
He's talking to the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These lizard folk are so strange.
Yeah.
Must be a druid.
Well, I think we've hit a dead end here. Just add it to the cold case file. On to the next one.
Yeah, we'll get out of here in a month. It won't be that bad.
The door was rigged with a crossbow.
I'll bet you anything that he knew that somebody would come sniffing around eventually.
Was that supposed to be a pun because you got a dog?
What?
I said, was that supposed to be a pun because you have a dog?
Sniffing around.
Ah.
That's
Yes.
okay.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
That was a
Great.
pun, and I definitely
anything.
know what those are.
Oh, also, you've all got a hero point for catching Finnick.
Oh, cool.
Yay!
Nice.
Remember that you always start every session with 1, so you should all have 2 now.
Right.
Legit.
Am I still, or was I linked with Huck, message-wise, or I don't know who had
Well,
that.
he casts it, and then you can reply.
Yeah, you don't get
Okay.
to be like. It's not like a
It's
telephone.
not like telepathic.
I-
Yeah.
Okay,
Are they
so
saying
you. Okay,
anything?
never mind.
I would eventually cast it and check in on you, though.
Yeah. Okay, so have you done that then, or?
Sure.
Probably after you heard that like knocking, and then nothing happened.
So what's our status? We're kind of just hanging out here, and there's nothing going on.
I don't
Victor's
see
getting
anything
real
but the
handsy.
doors. I'm sure you can take care of him. I didn't realize that was his type, but the door was rigged with a crossbow.
Tell him to keep watching the back. I'm like,
You only get 25 words to
Oh, I
reply.
wasn't counting.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like the grandma who like speaks over the like
Yeah.
message on the
Keeps going
voicemail.
and going.
Anyway, I just wanted to.
yeah. Is there a door in the back or just windows?
Huck and Victor only see 2 boarded up windows back here,
Very well.
as well as the like caved in roof, of course.
Well, it sounds like they're kind of heading off.
I'll
The front door, I guess, is rigged with something.
Can I disable device on a trap?
Are you trained in thievery?
I am.
Then you can attempt to disable.
Okay. Hold on here, Hells. I'll see if I'll take a look, and I'll walk up and take a look at this this crossbow trap and say, Borkins, why don't you stay back, boy? And I'll move up to wherever I can see this trap and see if I can oh wait. Oh, I'm looking at Borkin's sheet again. God damn it. I was like, wait, I'm not trained in thievery? What if Borkins was trained in thievery? That'd be the craziest.
Well, it specifically says in the animal companion thing that they cannot do that.
That they are
but
not
Yes.
intelligent enough to do it.
Yeah, even if you give them skill points, they can't do
You
anything.
can, which you're allowed to do. I can give
Yeah.
them skill points and
Yeah.
stuff that they can't do.
Yeah.
All right.
I think
yeah,
it'd
I'm
be pretty
trained
funny
in-
if he just had like thieves' tools around his neck, like one of those whiskey barrels.
Yeah.
Except it's thieves' tools instead.
Yeah.
I am trained in it, so I will walk up and take a look at this trap and see if there's a way that I can I don't know, maybe get out of the way of the crossbow or cut the string on it or something.
You can make a thievery check to try and untie the rope from the door and like tie it off onto the door jamb so that like you can get through the door without pulling the rope or slackening it or anything.
I will do that.
And I should also point out that just mechanically, Now, traps, haunts, all that sort of stuff is called hazards, and some hazards, you can disable with thievery, but then some of them, like I saw a hazard in another adventure where to get rid of it, you could pray and you could make a religion check to get rid of it.
What?
Huh.
So there's
Maybe
all
if it were
sorts of
like a
ways
haunt.
to get rid of hazards.
That's cool.
So you
I'm
can
not good
pray
at
away
prayer.
All
this
right,
trap?
Cash.
Well,
pray,
no,
away,
you
pray away the crossbow.
Okay.
You can't pray away the cross. It's not like
Yeah.
anything, but every hazard has its own unique things that can disable.
Okay.
That's dope. Well, I'm gonna stick with thievery for this one. I think.
Yes.
Should we
I
just
will
roll it,
pass
or is that a
guidance
secret?
on
Yeah, you can.
people passing by.
Oh,
There's nobody passing by. This is the northern part, the dead houses, the few
Yeah, no,
people
I meant
who.
I passed it on Daldric when we were kind of swapping
Oh, guidance. Okay. So that's a 13 then.
yeah.
places. I don't know if that'll make a difference, but
I don't think so. My rolls this campaign have been not great.
So that is a failure, but it's not a critical failure, so you can try again.
Alright.
If you critically fail, it sets off the trap.
Yeah, sure. Let me take another run at this. Oh, I hope the lizard folk didn't see. Well,
All right. Dodrick is really just sweating. He just can't commit.
third time's the charm.
He just can't get the knot untied, basically.
Yeah, he's like getting more and more. It's
Where
like
it's
when you
rigged.
fuck up untying a knot and you're just making it worse. He's just like, oh god damn.
All right, third time's the charm, boys.
The steady
Yeah.
march. To
Yeah, I mean you'll
success.
get there eventually.
All right. By
If
Oh,
you get
it's a very complicated. It's gonna take quite a while to disentangle this. That is like at least 6 more knots that I've got to undo very
if you get a 15
skillfully.
on this one, I will give you $20.
Oh my god! Oh.
Oh,
Jesus.
going
Okay.
backwards.
Boy, howdy! I cannot roll
You've rolled
double
a
digits
6,
on
a
this
7, and an 8. Yeah.
and then another 6. All right, 5th time's the charm.
Ah,
Still not.
Ah! All right, come on, baby, roll a 15 for me, please, God. Did I like?
No, it had
change
to be
the-
in roll.
No.
Ooh.
Oh. Daldrick's getting a little frustrated and he kind of tugs on the rope and you hear like a but you barely do not critically
Oh,
fail
man.
and like you freeze in place.
Dude, am I cursed? Do I have a debuff that like I don't know about? Because this is crazy how many times I can roll under 10. All right, 6 times the charm.
Ah!
All right.
It's
There
still
it
a
is.
13.
You do finally, after almost shooting yourself in the face with this thing, you do untie the knots and sort of like nail it to the door jamb, and the
I like
door
to think. I
swings
like to
open.
think that with the 9, that was me being like, perhaps I should gnaw through the knot. I like tried to bite it, and I like looked and saw the crossbow bolt like right in front of me. I'm like,
glimmering in the air.
perhaps this isn't the wisest course of action.
It's also now that you've disarmed it, you can look and see it's not a crossbow bolt. It is a spear that has been sort of lodged into this heavy crossbow. So it would do
Oh,
2d6 plus 6 damage if it hits you.
wow.
Oof.
Oh, it's good to know that I can put spears in my
Yeah, I was gonna
crossbow
say,
and
that's
do
now been
6
enabled.
damage.
You can put spears in heavy crossbows now.
You can put
my
spears in
helmet,
heavy crossbows as long as they're sitting there as a trap.
Like that Helzikesh was preparing her healer's tools.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you know.
Oh,
She's like,
God.
oh boy,
Get
Yeah.
the
time to
bone
lay them
saw
out.
Daldrick
Doing this
is,
again.
you know. There we go. As the door, I push the door open.
Nothing to it.
Nothing to it.
His like shirt is completely sweated through.
And it's been like 3 hours.
Victor fell asleep in the bushes.
There's just like a large slate next to it with like the schematics of the trap theorized out.
Yeah. Been drawing in the dirt.
Must untie. So I'll look back and I'll nod as I finally open the door and grab my sweaty war axe and just kind of peek in around the corner.
Does that deal extra water damage on it?
Oh my gosh.
You can see inside. This foyer is clearly abandoned. There's all sorts of rubble and debris from the collapsed roof. So much so that you don't think you could get through this central area without like digging through the debris.
Oh wow.
Other than that, you can see that there is another room over on the right-hand side. Maybe a living room or den or something over there.
You want to try that spell again? See if you've got any luck.
It has been a little while, hasn't it?
It's been 30 minutes.
To be fair,
I was
each of
about to
those
nod
thievery, each of those checks is only like 1 or 2 actions, so it hasn't actually been.
Okay. A few seconds.
Yeah.
A minute.
Still, there were 7 of them.
Yeah, a
Took
minute.
Quite a while.
A minute.
Yeah, okay. We'll wait, then check in. I would think I would do like 5-minute check-ins.
I mean, you guys are just on the other side of this building. I would imagine.
Yeah, they can't see you.
You can hear.
You can't see, but you can probably hear some vague. All right. I'm gonna nod and I'm gonna sneak stealthily, and with Borkins and enter the dwelling.
Okay, avoiding notice.
Keeping my eyes peeled for what I suspect is a thief waiting in the wings somewhere.
While he investigates, I think Helzakesh will begin changing colors to match the surroundings so we can stealth better.
Sure.
I will go around the other side and tell our other 2 companions, hey, we got in. If you want to join us.
Oh, what are you?
Sorry.
What are you doing back here?
There's a strange lizard folk I've never seen before sneaking up on me.
Get him, Borkin.
But that was Zuzu though. She's not a lizard folk.
No.
I'm talking
Tinkerell is
about
going to see
Helzakesh.
you, but Helzakesh is turning green and walking up to the door.
Yeah. And I will move in and take a gander around to see around this living room.
You can see just sort of the tattered remnants of an old rug, more debris. The fireplace is choked with rats' nests. If you hadn't been told by Finnick and Delma that this is where Halid lived, you would assume this is just another abandoned house.
Yeah.
Also the trap, of course.
Yeah. I turn around and I say, if Halid lived here, I doubt he's living here still. This place looks totally abandoned as far as I can tell, but I haven't seen anything else. Perhaps we ought to get Victor in the run.
Yeah, but abandoned houses aren't worth trapping, and she'll kind of tap up next to on the crossbow loaded with a spear.
Aye. Actually, can I get that heavy crossbow?
You can pull it out, but it is in such bad condition that you think you could get one shot with it, and then it would just explode. Like it's just been sitting here, bent back, ready to fire for who knows how long.
It's so old that it's made of wood and still rusty? What?
Yeah, very old.
How's that even possible? All right. I'll nod to Helzakesh and move in, looking around, keeping my eyes peeled for anything of note. How high is this rubble? Like, can I see the other side of this room?
No. Although you could try to dig through it or try to climb up it to look down into the other side.
Gotcha. Well, after I've cleared this room and seen that doesn't appear to be anybody waiting.
Nothing here really stands out to you.
Then I'll move over here and I'll say, all right, get that healer's kit ready. I'm gonna try to do something. And I'll try to climb up to the top of this.
All right, that'll be an athletics check.
Huh? Oh.
Mr.
Let's
Put him
see.
there.
So on a failure, you just kind of scrabble at the rubble and don't move at all.
Sure, sorry, I had something on my hands there. I needed to wipe them off on this rubble. It probably looked like I was trying to climb it and failed, but that's not what was happening, of course. Why am I rolling Borkins? I have both sheets up, and I keep accidentally rolling his shit.
I think it's Freudian.
Borkins!
Or you actually
animal
wish that
companion?
you were a dog.
Borkins,
That's-
get down off there.
Borkins, no, down.
Yeah. Heal.
Daldrick is able to kind of clamber up at the top of the pile. Huck and Victor see him slowly making his way up.
Blast
Daldrick,
him.
you feel he's making a run for it. You feel like some shifting rubble beneath you, and you feel like it may be very unsteady, but for now, seems fine.
Ah, okay. I turn back and I go, it's unsteady up here. I don't think more than one of us, I don't think we should test its weight too much at once.
Wasn't planning on it. Thanks.
Can I get a look around this side and see if there's anything that I notice sticking out?
Yeah, +7 perception, right?
Correct.
You you can see this window here is boarded up like the others, but there is a latch and almost like a handle on the inside of it. You also see there are 2 wooden slats running up and down in addition to the left and right boards that looks like it would hold them all together, like it could be opened like a door or something.
Oh, I see. Like a cross brace.
Right.
Okay. Then and knowing that Victor and them are down there, I will clamber down off this rubble and
Athletics.
Oh, okay. Whoop. Ha!
All right, you're good.
I fucking snowboard down this side. I'm just stunned just to show Helzikesh what's up. I'm so
I can't see
ashamed
that
of.
side.
Yeah, she can't see. You're like, watch this, Helzikesh.
Well,
Disappear.
Yeah, I'm proving it to myself more than anything else. After it took me so long to undo the crossbow trap, and I will go to unlatch this window door.
All right, from this side there is a latch, and you're able to unhook it without any difficulty and push the door open to see Tinkerella
Hello!
walking by.
I look out to Tinkerella and I say, "Welcome to Dead Hollow. Can I take your order?"
Victor stands up like, anything? Made the
Victor's
kind of spread
the
hands.
fuck is going on?
Yeah.
We've been out here forever.
Yeah. It looks like this place is clear. There's a lot of rubble, and the door had been trapped very expertly and creatively. But I don't think that Halleck fellow is still here anymore.
Right, we better turn the place over, see what we can find.
Seems wise.
Oh,
Maybe he's got something hidden, some trapdoor, something like that.
It's possible. I haven't really had time to do a close look around everything, and there's a lot of rubble in here.
Well, we might as well all pile in.
Yep. I'll help
Come
him
on,
through the window. Through the window door.
Cool. There's a front door over here.
But it's an insurmountable mountain of rubble in here. None of you could be relied upon to navigate it properly.
That?
All right. Helzikesh can hear people shuffling in through the back door.
Since we're all coming in, I guess I will begin very carefully looking around, inspecting for anything that's not rubble, but
Okay.
also wary of more traps.
Helzikesh,
alright.
you do find a dog in here.
ooh, is it malnourished?
No, he looks pretty well fed.
He's
All right,
well
up
fed.
and over.
Well fed on goblins mostly.
Dun dun dun.
Daldric, there is a trap door here.
Ah.
And
Oh, I found
see.
something.
What did old Victor say?
You can see that there is some rubble on it that's been like nailed in place, but otherwise it's like free of dirt and debris and has like a iron ring in it you could use to lift it up.
Does it look like it'd be easier or more? Oh, I see. So it's like got camouflage rubble
Right.
on
Yes.
top, like nailed to the top of the door.
Right.
Okay. Victor, I think you were right. Trap door. Suspiciously perceptive, Victor, almost as if you had foreknowledge of this. The case is solved.
Right, I did it. That's why I was actually faking all my attempts to kill that acid dog.
He pulls off his mask and it's Howled.
I walk up. Oh, actually, you know what? Before we do that, I'm gonna say, perhaps we ought to get everybody back on this side. If Howled is here, he might be hiding down below.
Well, maybe we scope the rest of this floor, if you guys haven't already, and then make sure that there's nobody, snuck about that's gonna pin us down there.
That's true. Plus, I've got to get Borkins over here.
I didn't see anything, did I? On this side?
No, just rubble and trash.
Yep.
All right, good enough for
I'll
me.
bring the dog.
Oh,
Come along, Meat Shield.
what if he has, like, tunnels or something and he can just, like, get out? Well, that seems silly.
Could be.
He's not popping out on this side.
Yeah, we play asshole whack-a-mole.
Yeah. Can I get Borkins to come around to the window so we can bring him in?
Yeah, so
Okay. Oh, cool. Whoops.
All
I was
right.
like, if I have to roll athletic checks for Borkins to make it up the fucking thing, we're gonna be here for another 90 minutes. I go, all right, Victor, you or me going first. Then I gesture to the trap door.
I gotcha.
For traps.
well, let's
Very
do a
well.
quick who can see in the dark check.
Not
Well, I have dark
I.
vision.
Me.
Well, I'm saying who's going to go first? The guy who can see in the dark or the
fair
one who
enough.
can't?
All right, Humi. Well, if it's up to me, I still say send Victor first.
Yeah. I'll I guess strap my halberd to my back and I'll light up a torch
Okay.
and have my mace or my morning star out
All right.
and
Perhaps,
all right.
Perhaps first off, I ought to take a look before we
just
go marching a torch through there. But just
make sure
be
they're
ready.
all just like spears, like pointed up at your face.
Well, I suppose we're gonna find out in a second. And I
can maybe I'll do the and I'll pull my halberd back out and I'll like try to like wedge it under the door and like
Guys,
flip it open.
I can open that from here. Like, it's
shut
fine.
up. The real men are talking, Goblin.
Oh.
I think the door might weigh more than 5 pounds if you're going for
Oh, mage hand.
agent. Yeah.
Oh.
Good
Well,
thought.
then I'll use it as telekinetic projectile. And I'll just throw it into the ceiling. Fuck it. Because apparently I can lift 10 fucking pounds with that thing.
Well, it's not loose.
Ah.
Okay. I will.
Yeah, go ahead.
I will just try to help you if I can lift this thing.
I'm gonna try to fish the spear point of my halberd into like some of the rubble and then like lever it up.
Yeah, it's heavy, but not like incredibly heavy. So you're able to lift it up. There's as it opens up, and you see a ladder set into a very well-made tunnel, free of any there's no cobwebs or anything. It looks like it's regularly used.
I think you might be right about them tunnels, Huck. All right.
All right.
Well, you go first, and I'll be right behind you.
I'll sneak in first. Goblin,
Yeah.
you have one of those spells ready. case I need to communicate back with you all.
I mean, yeah, I can check in with you.
All right. Keep it handy. I'll go down first, and I will try to sneak down this ladder.
Okay.
Now, where are you finding this remain unnoticed? I couldn't find that in the
It's an
skill
exploration activity.
Okay, I'm looking under skills stealth.
Yeah, avoid notice is the exploration activity.
Gotcha, okay. Then I will avoid notice.
Gotcha.
Working my way down there.
All right. It would also be a sneak action, but that's like in combat turns.
Yeah.
All right. And remind me of your stealth bonus.
My stealth is 6.
Got you. All right. As soon as Daldric goes over the lip, it's just completely silent. None of you can see him or hear him. Daldric, the ladder goes down about 15 feet, and then you can see that there is a smaller tunnel. Like you're sort of down in the bottom of this 15-foot hole that's about 10 feet wide, and then there's a small tunnel running off to the east that it looks like you would have to crawl to fit into. It's very, very tight.
It's an old smuggler's tunnel. I think at that point but that's it, right? Like there's no
nothing else in here at all.
Okay. I'll walk back up to the ladder and tell everybody else. It's just that the tunnel gets quite narrow down here, but perhaps we all ought to move down.
Oh, joy of joys.
Can someone carry Borkins? I trained him how to climb, but for some reason it's as if that's beyond his capabilities.
All right.
Actually,
boy.
that's an athletics check.
Yeah.
So can he just climb a ladder?
He can
Or
try.
falls down the ladder.
Well,
Oh no, the dog might fall.
Damn. Let's talk about goblin dogs.
Damn right.
yeah.
The
maybe not.
best kind.
Ugh.
So having warned all of them, I will move up to the narrow part of the tunnel. Does this seem like a squeeze type space?
If you are a medium creature, yes, you have to squeeze into it and can only move 5 feet, like as an action. If you're small, you can move normally through it.
Well, I'm medium.
I know.
Do gnomes have dark vision?
No.
Okay.
At
On that.
least
Oh, what
I'm
about
pretty sure
goblins?
they don't.
Goblins are
Hell yeah,
small, right?
brother.
Mhm.
Are you small or medium?
I'm small, but I
Goblins
don't
are
have any
small.
fucking armor, my dude.
I'm small.
Yes,
I mean,
send
that
the
doesn't,
bar first.
Like that's not a reason not to send you to me.
I don't have any armor. And Doric's like, yeah, and
Seems like it'll be easier for you to go down there without armor.
Yeah.
Seems like it's easier for me to get stabbed by a fucking knife trap or something.
Yeah, well,
Well,
take one for the team.
Sacrifices.
I do feel like if this was real life, you would have to like strip off your armor and just bring like daggers to get in here. But
Yep.
you know,
it's not real life, thankfully.
Yep.
The answer is always magic.
Magic.
Can you grease the tunnel?
Ew.
Yeah.
Very well
Grease
then.
the
Sounds
tunnel.
like
Yeah, you know, I heard the tunnel was pretty tight, so that's probably a good plan.
sounds like I'm going in first. So I will. As soon as they say grease the tunnel, I leave.
Yeah.
I'm fucking out.
Victor doesn't light his torch, but like gets the stuff ready for it, and
Sure.
Helzikesh will motion
comes
toward
down
you and be
behind.
like, "Let me cast light. It'll be a little more easy
Oh, yeah.
to wield."
Thanks. Yeah.
On
Thanks, man.
what would you like it on?
Just how about oh fuck, I don't know. Put it on just my
Penis.
armor. I don't know.
Sorry, I
Put it
forgot.
on
Nice.
my,
I was gonna say that, then I decided not to. It was in my head.
Don't
put it
worry.
on my
I got it.
glove. Like
she,
in my
she took
my
over
gloved hand.
Andrew's body for a moment.
Oh, what
Yeah.
happened? I blacked out for a minute there, guys. What happened?
Yeah, just like on my on my glove or something.
Oh, this is cool. Follow the expert as an exploration activity. Choose an ally attempting a recurring skill check while exploring, such as climbing or performing different exploration tactic that requires a skill check, like avoiding notice. The ally has to be an actually, I think I might not.
Yeah, you have to be an expert to follow the expert.
Yeah. We both have to be experts, but then you can just, from that point on, you just add your bonus to their roll.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Okay,
handy.
I will cast light on like the palm of his hand so
Which
he can control
one?
it a
The
bit.
right or the left?
Very important.
You cast light on my hand?
I was coming to Victor because Victor.
Yeah,
was,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
to get
Yeah, I'm
torches.
sneaking through the tunnel, and I have dark vision, which is the reason, and armor, which apparently is the prerequisites to be the one to go first.
Yeah.
Being able to see is important.
So,
Well, being able to not be squeezed is also important. But
Daldric is going first. Are the rest of you like following right behind? Are you waiting?
Victor's
Are you
coming
all...
down right behind him.
Okay.
Once
Yeah,
Victor makes
after
it
you.
down, I will come down the ladder too. I
So
think
it's-
there's just one.
it sounds like this is an acrobatics or something to squeeze through, if I
In the
remember
middle
correct.
somewhere.
I
It's-
don't want to be loud.
It might be if you were like in combat, but for now you can just sort of move slowly through without
Gotcha.
any
Okay.
checks.
Cool. Well, that's what I will do.
So you squeeze into the tunnel, and everyone's just kind of following behind, right? You aren't like
Yeah, Victor's
waiting.
really
Okay.
not liking this. I
Bork.
think
Yeah,
Victor,
I'm
much
not
like
like-
Tanner, is a bit claustrophobic.
Oh yeah, and Victor's a big guy, so he's feeling
Yeah.
really hemmed in by all this stone and stuff.
Yeah, Helzikesh is like following, but there's some distance. She's not like right on their heels.
Your tail just keeps slapping Hook in the face,
Stop
and his tail is slapping Tink in the face. So it's all. Anyway,
fest.
the tunnel leads down. Or I'm sorry, leads like forward for about 15 feet, and then takes a left turn.
I will follow the turn, keeping my eyes
Telling me.
peeled
Sudden
best I
left
can.
turn.
You're telling me that this guy crawls through this damn tunnel all the time?
Just after a murder.
There is a click as our dwarven friend goes around the corner, and you need to make a reflex save, as does Victor.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Not
Oh, boy.
everyone.
Oh, man, god damn, dude.
Yeah, your rolls today.
Yes, last time too. Every time. There were dice to put in dice jail, I would do it.
So the ceiling collapses down on top of Victor and Daldric.
Oh, shit.
Each of you fail your saves, but not critically, so you are not buried by the rubble. But you do each take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Oh,
Collapse.
damn.
Oh, stop, stay back. Oh gosh, what happened? Victor, Daldric.
I think the dwarf found something.
I think that might have been a trap.
Is there enough room for us to like keep moving,
Crawl
or do we need to
free?
clear the shit around us away?
You need to make an athletics check to try and clear the area.
Okay.
I'll do it. Do we both do it, or?
You can have like one person do it and then the other person like take turns, or you can have one person aid the other.
But aiding is harder because you have to hit the 20, right? And if you fail,
Right.
it seems like the chance of hurting their roll is much higher.
Well, if you critically fail, it hurts them. If you fail, just nothing happens.
Okay. I'll just regular help then.
Yeah.
I assume your athletics is higher than mine.
Mine's a 7.
Mine's 6.
So.
Big
21.
money, baby.
Nope.
Oh,
So it takes Victor about about 5 minutes of steady digging to get through, but you do clear a passage and see that the tunnel continues on another 10 feet before opening up into a small chamber that seems like it might have been a closet.
I think I might have farted back there. It's trapped in those tunnels
You
forever.
definitely did.
Oh God!
Aridin's bowls. What? I'm never doing that again.
That was rough.
Uh,
They could have consulted a dwarf about tunnels. They could have made them a little bit larger
or just
and more stable.
Not. And Victor will try to help pull Helzakesh out, and then try to help like each successive member get through. I guess the small
weren't
ones don't have any
trapped.
trouble.
We just have to try and get through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
Once
I
you-
mean, just
once
like
you-
help you squeeze out the end.
Yeah.
Once you clear out the rubble, it's
You can get through
People
no
can get
problem.
More like assisting you than providing
Sure,
any
sure.
mechanical bonuses.
yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm such a nice guy.
I wait on the other side, and I've already taken a seat, I've actually, I guess I can't really because there's a closet size.
Yes, but you do see that there is a hatch in the floor of this closet-sized room.
If this leads to another fucking tunnel, I'm done with this.
Yep, I think
do you
it's best we
think
keep
we
our
can
eyes. Well, you keep your eyes open for any more surprises like that. Because
I tried to do it last time.
if I take another knock to me noggin, I'm going to be sleeping the rest of my days down here.
Fortunately, I don't appear to be good at things. Helzakesh, do you got that healing kit for me?
Yes.
Is there enough room to try to treat
Yeah.
the worst wounds
Yeah.
down here?
It's a little uncomfortable, but you can get to them.
Hold your hand up so I can see, Victor.
Right, got it. Ow.
So make one check for
Yep.
one and then the other.
Nice.
Right,
Two.
that is for Daldra.
So 2d8 to Daldric. 10 minutes later, you can treat Victor.
Oh, I have to take a 10-minute break. Okay.
Well, no, it just takes you 10 minutes to treat
treat me.
him.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And then you turn to Victor.
Thank you, Helzakesh. Well, it's still a large improvement.
Yeah. All right, Victor.
Just enough. 2d8.
You made it.
Okay.
I see you've rubbed dirt in it this time. Thought we weren't doing that.
Just
think
set
that-
the broken bone. He'll be fine.
I think that might have already been there.
Are you bleeding still? Then I think you're fine.
All right. Is it me going down first again? Actually,
I
you
think
know
that's-
what? No, it's the goblin's turn. Actually, yeah, damn, he only has 13 health.
He's a
Yeah.
wizard.
Okay, fair enough. Borkins literally has more health than him. All right.
Yes, he does. Not by a lot.
I'll go down and can I inspect the hatch to see if it looks trapped, or are you just kind of automatically passively doing that sort of thing?
So a thing about second edition that I guess we should go into are the exploration activities. That's a way for you to kind of, instead of having to say, okay, I checked the door, okay, I checked the ground, you can say like, I can't remember if it might be called investigating or perceiving, which means
Gotcha.
you're constantly on the lookout for traps, but it means that you can't do something like avoid notice or
Right.
have your shield ready or your weapon out and ready or be
Gotcha.
detecting magic. So are you going to be sneaking around or looking for stuff?
I think I'm gonna be looking for stuff. That's investigate, right?
Yes. I think it might be perceive. But either way, I get what you mean.
Oh, search.
There you
Search.
go.
You
Yeah,
seek
search.
meticulously for hidden doors, concealed hazards, and so on.
Yep.
I'm gonna be doing that because so far, that has been I've used stealth a lot, and it's not come into play.
Sure.
So I will search
as I open this hatch.
So
And
you do you do notice that the hatch it doesn't seem to be trapped, but it is the hinge. The hinges are very rusted, and you think it would be very loud if you were to open it.
If they didn't hear them rocks fall.
Does anybody have any grease?
Sure don't.
Used it all on my head this morning.
You can make a thievery check to try and open it without making any noise.
All right.
Just use some of your sweat. It'll be fine.
10
Just
times
wring your
the
beard
charm.
out.
all right, I'm gonna try to open it quietly.
Oh.
These fucking. This dice is cursed, dude. I swear.
You hear a loud squeak as you pull the thing open.
Yeah. Wait.
You're
Well-
like, didn't he say he was going to do it quietly?
Yeah. For a dwarf, that was pretty quiet. All right. I will. Well, yeah. I'll move down the hatch, I guess. Can I see? Does this look similar to what it was before, or?
This is another stone tunnel, although this one goes down 30 feet.
Oh man.
Also, instead of a ladder, there are just handholds kind of dug into the wall.
This one's going to be pretty difficult, I think. If I go down, make sure I'm buried with my clan dagger.
And I
That's
will,
right. We'll just collapse the tunnel on top of you and be out of here.
Yeah.
Be buried. It's great.
I will kind of shake loose my the kinks and try to climb down, which is I assume is the check required.
Well, as long as you can see and you can go slowly, you don't have to make an acrobatics check.
I will do both of those things.
Okay. So you climb down, and you're standing in a short hallway that leads to a wooden door.
I will continue to search for traps and things because it seems like they're very fond of those.
Okay. What about are the rest of you following down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Victor's
Victor,
staying really close too.
what is your exploration activity going to be?
Let's see here. I think we're going down. He is not an expert, or I would follow the expert. Let's see. Hustle, investigate. Petus. Nah, that doesn't really sound right.
You can also
Yeah,
just be defending, like have your weapon out and ready to go.
Yeah,
Because
I think I
otherwise,
will.
it's assumed that you have your weapon sort of sheathed or put away as you're doing other stuff.
Yeah, I think I've got my shield and my morning star out, and I'm kind of using like the shield's edge to kind of like pull myself forward, kind of like
Sure.
wedging it into the tunnel. So yeah, I'm gonna be at defend.
Okay. Helzakesh, what about you?
Yep, I think I am probably still searching just to give it
Alright.
another pair of eyes, given
Sure.
there have been so many traps, and just carefully going down this tunnel, kind of using Victor's light.
All right, Huck.
A thief of my level. No.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I would be careful as well.
Searching.
Just being aware of pressure plates and things like that.
Sure. All right, let me. So you're all on top of each other down here because it's a very small room, and I need to turn out the light. And up ahead there is a wooden door.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay, we're all cramped down here.
A wooden door. All right. I'll
Super
move up
comfortable. Really
move
happy
up
about it.
to the door, and
if I haven't noticed any traps, once I get to the door, I think I would try to sneak
Okay.
or try to
Avoid notice.
avoid notice as I open the door.
All right.
Very sneakily.
The door opens. The old wooden door swings open, revealing a room lit by a single flickering torch. Through the gloom, you see piles of small crates and more than a few barrels stacked up haphazardly on the south side of the room. Opposite of you is a stout wooden door with iron bands, while the north side of the room is bare, save for an iron gate set into the middle of the wall. The stench of smoke and damp dog hangs heavy in the air. As the door opens, you hear a sort of chung 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 chung, and the metal bars holding these guard dogs in slide down, and the dogs begin to bark. And we'll have to deal with them next time.
Oh man.
More
I knew
wolves.
it. Oh boy.
Well, at least
Don't
it wasn't
put-
another crossbow thing.
No.
I was worried. As soon as you said I'd open it without notice, I immediately remarked, it's probably fucking trapped.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, dude, I'm sure this thing's fucking trapped too, but you gotta, I mean, what are you gonna do? You gotta pick one. But to be
Mhm.
honest, I actually like that exploration mode, like that it has more defined.
Yeah,
Like
I like
roles?
it too, just because I find a lot of times it's like everyone's like, okay, well, I search, and also I'm sneaking around, and like you never know what
Yeah.
everyone's doing. Whereas now
Right.
it's like, okay, we know what everyone's doing, and if you want to change it, you can, but it's
Yeah.
just a way to keep like organize what's going
Well,
on.
because
And not having to
normally
say every
it's
3
like,
seconds.
oh, I've got my weapons out and I'm sneaking, but also examining
All
the
right.
walls for traps and to see if I know what what that bas relief is
And
on the side.
technically, you can still do that. You just have to like stop and say like everything. Whereas this is just a way to kind of speed it up when you're just exploring around,
Yeah.
which I like.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I also really, as a DM, am a big fan of rolling perception checks secretly so people don't know. Because every other game, it's like, okay, I'm rolling perception. Oh, I got a 4. And they're like, well, I'll take a look too.
Yeah.
Just in
Mhm.
case.
Is there a way to set up perception rolls in Roll20 so that when you roll it, only the DM sees it and you don't see it?
Huh.
Because
I
that
know
would be
you can-
handy.
I know you can whisper to the DM the roll, but I don't know if it. I
If you
feel like
can-
it always auto whispers to you, but there might be.
Right.
That would be a really cool thing.
That would be a super handy feature so that you wouldn't have
Yeah, I
to
wouldn't have to
constantly
keep-
do it.
Like I have them written down, but I always
Right.
want to make sure. Anyway, let me give y'all some experience.
Oh,
I like this game or this campaign. It's
Yeah.
very good. Or not campaign, adventure.
Module.
Not adventure, module.
All right, y'all are still level 1, right?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
All right. Let's see. Hazards. Complex. Simple.
How much experience did we get for getting crushed by rocks? That's the real
Let's see.
question.
You got.
My body's hurt, but I feel much more powerful.
You
I
got
feel like
8.
I learned something.
You each got 8 experience points for that.
Hell yeah.
What doesn't kill you, you know.
makes you slightly stronger, except for
Mhm.
HP.
Builds a layer of protective scar tissue.
Yeah.
8 XP. Why the hell would you give someone 8?
That seems it's so negligible.
That's just hateful. Well, remember you only need 1,000 to level up, so.
Yeah.
You
True.
also caught Finnick.
Mhm.
That's a severe. So the first time I ran this game for some friends of mine, they triggered that cave-in trap, and the leader the guy in the front critically failed and died.
Oh damn!
Whoa.
Suffocation. Like
Fuck.
he took double damage from the rocks, got knocked unconscious, and then suffocated before they could dig him out. It was tough. They're like, this game fucking
Jesus.
sucks.
Didn't he have a hero point?
No, he had used it to
Oh no!
to disarm the trap, the crossbow
God
trap.
damn.
Oh no!
All right. Well, by
No.
that standard, I did great.
Yeah, we should have used our hero points to
Yeah,
re-roll.
Remember, you don't save them; it always
Yeah.
resets to 1. So
Yeah, I
Right.
keep forgetting about
yeah,
those.
me
Yeah.
too. I have a sticky note on my desk that says "Give hero points" because I always forget to give them out.
Yeah. Well, we've
What do you
given
mean?
Oh,
inspiration.
we had the
in our
extra one
game.
from Finnick as well, so you definitely
Mhm.
could have burned one without
Yeah.
like worrying.
Yeah.
Totally could have.
Still, yeah, definitely should have.
Or
to
But
open,
that's how
or
you
to open the trap,
learn.
or to sneak into the room, or for like anything.
remember, you can also spend all of them to automatically stabilize, which is good to have 1 or
Okay.
2 in reserve.
Yeah.
I don't know what all you can do with them. I know re-rolls
You
and
can
dying.
re-roll any like D20, and you can spend them all to stabilize, and that's it.
Okay.
Just to be clear, it is a fortune effect, and you can only apply a single fortune effect to any one roll. So, like,
Okay.
if you're a halfling, you can't use halfling luck and then a hero point, or like use multiple hero points on a single roll.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right, everyone gets 240
Oh,
experience.
thank you.
Nice.
Nice.
So y'all are like what, 400?
390.
390.
Yep.
Or 398 for some of
Yeah.
us who were crushed by rocks.
Well, no, you
No,
all.
everybody-
I got
everybody
it.
gets
Oh, we
the-
all
Yeah,
get that.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll.
That would be
add
great
to-
if me and Victor leveled up
That's-
an instant before everybody
That's
else.
some
just
old
because.
school D&D right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems
That's
about
cool,
on
man.
track. All right. Well, thank y'all for
Cool.
playing.
Thanks for
Thank
hosting,
you.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
def.
like it.
Y'all have a good Easter, and
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Happy
You know-
Zombie Jesus Day.
just don't go outside or anything to celebrate it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't go outside
God,
around any of your
There's
family.
so fucking many people that are having like full-blown family gatherings, and it's like, what
Yeah.
are you doing?
Don't do that.
I'm just gonna hide some eggs around the house.
There you go.
I'm
There
just
you
gonna
go. Leave them
throw
in.
eggs at my neighbors. Who are
Yeah,
having
they can't come and
parties.
get you.
I'm gonna
If they
drive
come
around
at you,
and
just
egg
breathe on
people. Yeah, egg people that are celebrating in large numbers.
That's right.
them.
Although if
Hey,
you're
guys.
if you're in a place where family gatherings or like a big gathering is banned, you could definitely call the cops on them. You absolutely could. Anyway, I talked over you.
No, it's fine. I'm heading out, but thank y'all, and I'll
man.
see y'all next time.
Have a good
Yep.
night.
You
Right.
too.
Later, Tater.
Yeah.
God, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
I like this system, man. I mean, it's going to be a problem for us, I think, for the rest of the 1E games because I'm going to be chomping at the bit to run a 2E game when we're done.
I think they're both good.
Yeah, I think they're both good, but so far it seems like you have
Mechanic.
more decisions and more interesting things to do in 2E. And I like, as a gameplay element, I think having to make a decision about what you're doing is like very good.
Yeah.
And I guess to me it seems more mechanically smooth, so we don't have to get quite as caught up in the details.
Yeah.
In fairness, we are level 1.
Yeah.
it's
And
quite a bit
he has run
simpler.
this game at least once before.
Right. And that
Yeah.
is one of the nice things about having a experienced DM is that there's less time spent like discussing rules because they just know them.
Yeah.
I would be thrilled to be at his level, but that's probably not going to happen because I don't do it as a career. So, yeah.
I mean, he's just talented as well.
Yes.
and he's been playing it forever.
Yeah, let's make cookies for Easter.
That's the excuse. You have to have an excuse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cookies.
Something to justify.
I can create a justification for any day to make cookies.
Mm.
Yep.
That's true.
I mean, it's Saturday. We don't have any symptoms of coronavirus.
So there's that. That's worth celebrating.
Yeah.
Every day. We should make cookies every day that we're not sick
No.
for the rest of the year.
No. We care about
I'll
our.
keep having just bags of chocolate chips delivered.
We're gonna have to have a. Mm.
We're going to be ginormous.
No, because we can't get obese because that's a risk factor for coronavirus.
You guys kind of have just kind of conflicting instincts here, huh?
Well, the only conflicting one I think would be Chris, because he wants to have cookies every day. All.
Yeah, I want cookies every day and not get fat. What's wrong with that?
Listen, we all want that. That's the dream. I mean, the only reason I'm still alive is just the hope that one day we'll have a scientific breakthrough that allows me to do both of those things simultaneously. What's the point of living otherwise? I think we can all agree.
Yeah, def.
Man, I made